every Thursday. The scene is set in the realm of thoughts where minds are met. They're the thinkers with brains on the brink. Every Thursday they're doing a thing with that darn kitty as the fearless lead. And fox through by her side they plant the seed with Dorcas guiding through dungeons deep, and Grey Coupe spreads it on steep. Emo's crush ghosts like magic in the air. Depressed Hydra's expertise beyond compare. Charles manages the box office with grace, while other guests add to the lively space. In a world of thoughts where minds collide, the thinkers gather their wits as their guide. From deep contemplation to laughter's embrace, every Thursday is their special place.
It's the special place.
Oh, Daisy has typed space bar to all of you.
There's space.
Oh, yeah. That's pretty articulate for a cat.
Yeah, pretty much. Thanks, Daisy. Right, here's my face back. Welcome, everybody. This is Daisy's doing. That's all I'll say. Welcome to the special place.
It's all her fault.
Mm-hmm. Ooh, you just grew, Bimo. Did you just run at us?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Couldn't hear you.
All right. Anyway, how is everybody doing? Is Charles okay? I haven't heard. He said he was going to be
I
here.
think so. Tomorrow's kind of a big day for him. It's kind of the Charles is here right now. No, but it's kind of a big day with the 31 on 31. They release it. I think he's got like a 2:00 slot, but I can't remember if that's East Coast or what. So probably the middle of the night for him. He should be waking up soon.
Thank you. The real Charles. There you go.
Hello.
Very working. Show infection. You can see the infection, guys. It's there. I'm psyched for 31. There you go. So it's there. Okay. It's not a normal.
If your butthole infection is healed.
Yeah,
That is literally not on your butthole.
No, it's
Thursday.
Daisy's butthole.
That's 2 days away. I was totally wrong on the 31 thing. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to not talk about Daisy's butthole. My bad.
It's Thursday for you guys. Yeah.
Wait, Charles is turning 31?
Yes.
Yes, on Saturday. I unfortunately said Friday, but I meant Saturday.
31.
The big 3-1. It's getting old.
I didn't know he was that young.
I mean, it doesn't look a day over 23.
Exactly. So yeah, no, I remember he does the 31 on 31 thing. Hi, Corona Kid. Her upper sphincter is infected. It's not.
Oh no.
I don't know, okay, if it was from her mouth or from her paw or from Axel's paw or something. The point is,
you found out.
it's this is a lot better. You guys think this is a blemish? No. Yesterday, like it was like my cheek was all red, my entire cheek.
Ooh.
So,
Dang.
I'm glad you're looking better now.
thank you. So that's what I'm trying. What I'm trying to say is, this is improved. So there you go.
Practice makes better. Any improvement.
Exactly. Cat scratch fever. Yeah, exactly. Davina.
That's
So,
you, Davina.
Bimo, you finally beat the boss after 13 streams.
Okay, so every single time Corona Kid brings this up, he adds like 1 to 2 more streams to the roster. But yeah,
So
it took
11
about
streams.
It was
what
16.
It was 16 US. Oh my gosh. But I think it was like 4 or 5 streams that I was stuck on this one boss that had 2 phases that were both difficult.
Is this for the expedition game, right?
No, this is for Lies of P. And when you're doing every death a doodle, you lose any of the the warm up that you had with last fight.
Yeah.
So basically, it just makes me fresher. It makes it harder to play. That's my excuse. That's my ongoing narrative. Okay.
That's good.
What's up,
Speaking
Cleavage?
of what's up, cleavage? Cleavage.
Cleavage.
What's up, cleavage? So today's think, ladies and gentlemen, considering the hype or unhype about Lilo and Stitch, I thought we would do a discussion about Disney and its adaptations. I am mostly anti-adaptation. I think the only adaptation that I am okay with has been Jungle Book. And that was it. I think that's about it. The rest, I think they no. Screw Mufasa, screw Lion King, all of that stuff. Just stop it. None of that.
Can I have an opening question based off of you liking Jungle Book?
Yeah.
Have you seen Cinderella or Alice in Wonderland?
I think what you mean, like the originals?
The live actions.
The live actions. I think I watched the Cinderella. There's a lot of good, actually, correct. Yeah, well, correct. Correction from me. There's some good Cinderellas out there. There's lots of Cinderellas.
I think the live action Cinderella that came out shortly after Jungle Book? But it was around the same time.
Right around the same time. I think it was just
it was like iconically. I can see it right now. I saw pictures.
Both of them are really good, and I think their Alice in Wonderland adaptation is pretty darn good.
And that's where that's where my question is. Which Alice in Wonderland live action are you referring to? Because there are several, and I don't remember any of them being within the scope of the.
I'm talking about the first one with
Disney's
Johnny
Tim Burton phase.
With Johnny Depp, I dressed up, guys. I dressed up to go to the
I do remember that one.
I dressed up as the Cheshire Cat.
I don't want to sit here and like stand it as like fantastic art, but I will say that compared to all the rest of the Disney live actions, it stands out above the rest with the other two mentioned.
It's that Tim Burton energy.
Tim Burton, yes, exactly, because it's doing its own thing over there, and I think we give it a lot of.
Wait, was there a sequel to that live action one? I remember seeing it.
Rue the Looking.
Yeah, there was a sequel.
Yeah.
Was there a third one?
No.
I want to say.
I think the main thing that stands out between those three is that they don't shit on the original, like in any way. Like there's no, hey, we're going to take the story our own way. It's like, no, we're going to tell the story. We're going to embellish and do more in these areas.
It is pretty different.
It's different.
Did they turn Alice into a perfectly sane, logical, rational human being?
To quote my sister, it's what they put Luna Lovegood from Harry Potter into like Alice in Wonderland.
That's what Luna Lovegood would. Luna Lovegood is an Alice in Wonderland kind of character.
But it feels.
How far do we extend like the remakes? Would like Cruella or Maleficent count as a remake?
Those are
reimagined.
Right?
They seem tangent, but like Maleficent shows the events of Sleeping Beauty, so I don't know.
Yeah, what do we call a remake? How do we define a remake? Is it that it tells the same exact story, or like let's look at Lilo and Stitch, right? We think it's got to tell the Lilo and Stitch story, right?
I would hope so.
It's like it. Go on.
No, I want to know.
You would hope that it would. You know, you'd hope that it would tell the same story, but that's not always the case, obviously.
Is it the same story? Is that what we're looking for out of, turning something like magical into live action, or is it kind of a take on it? Because like I'd say that Tim Burton one, the Alice in Wonderland one, I don't know if it's like straight up, but it's a Tim Burton take on it. It's not my least favorite of the remakes.
Here's the thing, though. I didn't even categorize the Tim Burton Alice in Wonderland as a remake. I do think if you are remaking it, adapting it for live action, the cardinal rule is that you keep it as more or less as close to the original as you can. Whereas something like the Alice in Wonderland one, I feel exists in its own space.
Don't all the live action remakes kind of do it? Because like they all erase the canon of whatever like
Do-
sequels
do you
or whatever
guys-
the Disney ones have.
I think don't you think that they it depends on the marketing as well?
For
Yeah.
Uh,
Well,
how it's framed, because
Exactly.
the marketing frames the purpose
Sets
or what
expectations.
it sets expectations of what this is going to be, right? So like when Barbie came out, it wasn't like, oh, it's going to be Barbie's dream house that we had in 2000 with the animation or something. Like it wasn't like that. Or like with Lilo and Stitch, it's not like, oh, they're in a new adventure or something like that. It's the literally the story. But then with Alice in Wonderland, it's telling that story, but the Tim Burton-ness of it was like, oh, this is what it's gonna do. It's giving us a take. So it felt natural that it's got to be off.
Well, and see, that's why I'd say that you would hope for the original story, not that you need it, right?
Yeah,
Just
exactly.
because it's not the original story 1-to-1 doesn't mean it's bad.
Yeah,
There are going to
Mhm.
be some changes that are necessitated by the fact that you're adapting it, right? Like Tom Bombadil doesn't exist in Peter Jackson's Lord of the Rings,
Mhm.
and that was done for purposeful reasons.
Yeah.
But there's always going to be some changes being made to some degree, and if there are a lot of them, but you still seem to be respecting the mythos and where the story came from to begin with, then people will be on board with seeing where you're going to take this story. But if it's just like, hey, Beauty and the Beast, hey, Snow White, it's like we're literally banking off the fact that we're telling you the same story again.
Yeah.
It's like, then yeah, you would hope that it would be.
So if we look
There
at
are tentpole.
there are tentpole, yes.
There are tentpole elements in any given story that are load bearing, and if you make some sort of alteration to that, it has a cascading effect, a ripple effect. Obviously, some things can change, and it's expected that some things change, but there are also things that you need to adhere to as closely as you can. Take it all on a case-by-case basis, I would assume. But, don't remake Harry Potter but not have magic in it.
Yeah.
Be a very odd choice.
You're a
I don't know.
scientist.
You just said that, and that sounds incredibly interesting to me. Of how they would
Put him
make
in
that
an
work.
insane asylum.
Yeah. I have many. You have many what, Lucifer? Also, Lucifer recently survived a jellyfish.
Oh, glad you survived, Lucifer. But
Mhm.
he has many tentpoles, apparently.
Oh, 10 poles. Okay. Daisy is such a very cool. I had a question for regarding the 1-to-1, right? Do you think a 1-to-1 live action, so it's like they took the one, you could take both for films, one next to the other, and basically they do the one animation style and the other animation style, like the CGI animation 1-to-1, that would work for a Disney
No.
classic? Not necessarily, or absolutely not.
Not
I think
necessarily. Like, one of the
Yeah.
rules of animation is exaggeration.
Yes,
So
yeah.
there
It
are
wouldn't
plenty of examples of like stacking spoons and dishware and what have you. And it would, depending on, artistic choices, that could
Mhm.
either look really wonderful or very not wonderful. So you kind of have to make the best decision presented to you
It's like
based
a
off of,
case-by-case basis.
It depends on the story, depends on the character,
Yeah,
depends on the
definitely.
shot. Yeah.
I think you actually made a really good point earlier, Kitty, about the marketing and like what is this being sold as?
Mhm.
Because if let's say I'll use the Jungle Book as an example, I at least remember, because I have not seen the Jungle Book in so freaking long, but I remember
Which
the
one? What-
advertisements,
Yeah.
the live action one.
Mhm.
I remember just being told this is going to be the story coming to life, and
Mhm.
they never, as far as I can remember, I don't remember there being many changes like to the movie itself.
I think they
Yeah.
delivered.
They delivered the changes were
Except for Scarlett Johansson
expected.
was the snake, and I was upset about that.
That's not why. Because snakes don't have boobs.
No, because the original singer was so much better.
I thought, you know what? I thought it worked. And I mean, Jungle Book is one of my favorite Disney movies. I think my expectations were the right level, because I didn't expect too much. I didn't expect it to be perfect or anything like that. But yeah, I love it. You should always be thinking with us, as long as it's with us.
I'm hardly thinking.
It's
They're making
a
up for it.
dangerous activity, thinking late at night.
I'd like to highlight and second Lucifer the Doberman's chat there of wanting a live action remake of Heavy Metal.
Of Heavy Metal. What's that?
Oh my gosh!
Oh,
yes.
it's the greatest thing ever from the 80s. It's amazing.
It is so quintessentially 80s. It's buxom. We'll just leave it at that.
Some of John Candy's best voice work.
Oh my god,
Yeah.
they're very upset that I don't know it. I'm sorry, guys. I am a 90s kid, and all I did was really watch Lion King.
Well, there was
Aristocrat.
Heavy Metal
I got you,
2000. I mean, if you're a 90s kid, surely you heard of Heavy Metal 2000.
Okay, send me a picture or a
I
link.
got you. Don't even worry.
She's already working on it.
Uh-huh.
It's iconic. A lot of us
Um,
have posters.
Guys, at this point, if I told you one of your favorites that was being remade, would you be excited or not?
No.
At this point, no.
Yeah.
I don't know. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't think there's been any live action that has surpassed the animation. It seems like you're losing some magic that
Pretty
existed.
much.
Even something that's like the best film that almost shot for shot gets remade. So Psycho is up there. It's usually in people's top 10 lists. Gus Van Sant did a almost shot for shot remake of it, and just, man, nobody seems to like that. I think there is a certain amount of capturing lightning in a bottle, and I don't know that any live action one can be nearly as good, but I've been impressed with some of these, and a lot of them that Galente has mentioned. They're not my least favorite of them. Just sadly, the last like 5 or so kind of have been.
Jungle Book surpassed the original.
I
Oh
don't-
man,
It
I
depends.
Don't agree.
I
So-
don't agree with that one.
You wouldn't get
I say surpassed.
a lot of the
I'm not
spinoffs.
saying surpassed, yeah.
I'm just saying, we wouldn't have had Tailspin without the original.
Correct. We would not have had Tailspin.
I mean,
is-
Tailspin
like
is
Shere
lovely.
Khan and his like his beautiful not dodos. What are they? Vulture companions?
yeah.
No.
Oh,
Like-
I watched all of those shows really as a kid. There was like the Timon and Pumbaa one.
Oh yeah.
Oh god, I loved that show.
Hercules.
with-
Hey?
With
there
like
any-
Jungle,
Yeah.
sorry, with Jungle Book and Tailspin, like I don't even think we can call that like a sequel or a remake. Like that's totally like an Elseworlds thing, where like suddenly
100%.
Baloo is like a pilot of some like World War I era fucking like plane.
Don't forget
yeah.
about the Robin of that world, Kit Cloud Kicker. Come on.
I mean, like it's on. As Jungle Book is still like kind of fanciful, it's still like closer to real life, whereas like Tailspin feels more like Rescue Rangers, you know?
Yeah.
Where,
Well,
like
so that's the one that I wanted to ask you guys. Does that count as a Disney live action remake? The Rescue Rangers one, where it's like
I don't know.
what the
I
fuck
don't
is
know,
his
guys.
name?
Bring
The
up
dude
wait,
from
live
Lonely
action?
Island. Yeah, well, sort of. So, dude from Lonely Island. Now I'm forgetting his name right now. Anyway, he headed it up, and it's like Chip and Dale were actors who were on the show Rescue Rangers, and now it's kind of catching up with them later. One of them gets the 3D treatment, the other one doesn't. It's interesting. It's kind of like a reimagining, but at the same
Yeah.
time, it is kind of a live action one.
I
That
don't
sounds
think I
Elseworld.
ever heard about this.
Andy Samberg. I don't know why I couldn't remember his name, but yeah, I think he
Okay.
did the script on it too.
Is this a
Um,
movie
Daisy-
that
Remember
is
the-
out right now?
Daisy's gonna stand in.
I want to say it was like 5 years ago, 4 years ago, something like that.
Damn, I missed it.
Remember Alvin and the Chipmunks?
Those do not
Unfortunately.
count.
And
Even though it
also,
had Jason Lee in it, it is the worst of his career.
I'd be willing to say that Alvin and the Chipmunks is a live action interpretation, right? But like Lion King just is not. Like
Which
Lion
sucks,
King
because
is
that's
not
also
live action,
Favreau,
but it's
who
not
did
live
Jungle
action.
Book that we're just talking about. No,
Yeah.
and it takes all the magic out of every one of those characters.
And
Like that's what sucks.
It's the thing that frustrates me is that so many people will just look at the photorealistic like animation and say, "Oh yeah, of course, I'll call this the live action Lion King," even though literally everything is computer generated.
Yeah,
It's an
but they're also
animation.
not emoting animals. Like that.
No.
It's such an
You're right.
emoting movie.
You're right. You're 100% right. And that movie suffered so much for it. But like, I'm just so frustrated that so many people are even willing to just disregard the fact that they're calling something that's completely CGI live action. Like they're not even aware
Yeah.
of the words they're fucking saying.
Welcome back, Kitty.
I mean, at least with Jungle Book, there was a kid in it. But yeah, there isn't a human actor in there. It is very strange.
What was the panel's opinion on the Aladdin remake?
I did
I
not
have
like it.
mixed minds on it. There's some really cool Guy Ritchie shit in there. Like, why did they have Guy Ritchie do one of these live action remakes? I don't know. But the actual capturing of the story, like, man, it's like lightning in a bottle, especially with it is all on Robin Williams. And man, it's just not that.
Well, it's so interesting that you bring that up, because when I went into it, my expectation was that it's impossible to achieve what Robin Williams achieved. So I didn't judge Will Smith by that expectation. And I remember thinking, well, it was certainly his take on the genie, and I didn't hate it. That said, I compare it to our earlier discussion about Jumba, and my visceral distaste for Zach Galifianakis not doing some sort of expected accent. And I don't know if you would call that hypocrisy or just different sets of circumstances for different expectations, but
No,
now
I
I'm
think
monologuing.
it's so probably the way that Lilo and Stitch is going to annoy the hell out of you. That one annoyed the hell out of me, Aladdin. It was in my wheelhouse. I watched it way too many fucking times. I even knew like all the weird spinoffs and TV shows and all that crap. So
The
I don't know.
Return
I
of
was expecting
Jafar.
and
I
they made
remember liking
Jafar
the
like some
third one
young
with Aladdin.
kind of. I don't know. Like, how could that be Jafar? That's not Jafar. There's so many weird choices that they made with it, but man, I kind of like some of the choices that Guy Ritchie made. And then it is the chick who stars in Smile 2, which one of the better musicals of last year. So I don't know. There's just some interesting things about that. It's not the one that I hate the most, the remake of Aladdin, but it doesn't have the magic of the original. I think none of them do.
That, I mean, I had that experience as well, to be certain. I remember being annoyed that they didn't let Iago be Iago.
How did they do?
Just
What
had to
did
be
they
a
do
bird.
with Iago? I don't even remember. He's not really that memorable. Was it just a parrot?
I think it was, just a parrot that
It's a
they turned
toucan,
into
I
a
believe.
weird parrot monster at the end.
And that was it. There was no actual, like, Iago is a whole character.
Well, they turned him in. They thought that, okay, we have this snooty, pretentious character that's trying to be very presumptive and about the way things should be done, right? And they're like, well, he has a British accent, so we'll just get a British voice actor to do the voice, and it'll carry the same vibe, you know? And it fell flat on its face.
Okay, so Davina hasn't watched the new stuff, like Up or Tangled. Up
Really?
it was a really good one. Like, if we could
Fantastic.
have more ups, let's do
Up
that.
isn't
Don't do Up
technically
2.
Less
And
downs.
it's DreamWorks, isn't it?
Isn't it Pixar? So it's I don't know. I just view those as like slightly different and really CG, but Disney owns them. So
Because
The
I'm just.
Incredibles.
yeah, they would go in that same category. Where
Is there a new Incredibles coming?
I hope. not.
I mean, after this one, I'm sure there's going to be a live action in the in the works. Moana's next, but what are they going to do after that?
If we get an Incredibles live action, that will be the closest thing we get to a decent Fantastic Four movie. Assuming
Hey, give Pedro a shot, man. He's got 1 month.
It just doesn't look like Reed to me. But we're not talking about that right now.
There's multiverses, though. Well, I got to be honest. I think you're probably going to hate it if it is like your darling, because they changed so much of it in Lilo and Stitch. But I think the reasons why people said that they changed them are a little bit different. I think a lot of it's just because of budget. Like, I don't know if you... Well, so Lilo and Stitch, the original one, was supposed to be like their small budget one. They had done a whole bunch of big budget ones, so they just wanted a small kind of Dumbo-like story that they could do for $70 million, which was low at the time.
Dumbo as well.
Yeah, which was also a Tim Burton one.
That was one I never saw.
I didn't see it either.
But anyway, it was $70 million at the time. Adjusted for 2025, that's $125 million for the original. They gave this one $100 million budget. So I'm just saying this one is $25 million less than they had on the original, and it's live action. So I don't know, man. I just think there's a lot of cuts that were for budget wise, but maybe I'm wrong. I don't think they served the story better.
So what I'm put as for us at the bottom here is let's talk originals first, so that we know what to look for. Okay, so your nostalgia
as one of those.
Yeah.
So it is Peter Pan, but it's told from a different angle. If we're including that, then wouldn't we have to include like Maleficent or something?
Hook is amazing, but I don't consider it a Peter Pan remake.
Okay, then I think we should cut out Maleficent and Cruella as well.
So not remakes. They're we're talking about. Okay, so we are talking about reboots.
101 Dalmatians.
Well, reboot.
So
reboot can.
I think that one should count. I think BMO just brought up 101 Dalmatians. It's the Glenn Close, Hugh Laurie one from the 90s. That one's awesome. It was written by John Hughes, and like the final act, they do change it significantly. It becomes Home Alone with pets. It's great. But maybe that's nostalgia that I'm looking at it through.
Yeah,
who knows?
The nostalgia goggles obviously work. Okay.
Definitely, and I feel a lot of nostalgia for 101 and 102 Dalmatians. All 4 versions.
All 4 versions, yes. The animated versions and the because remember those were actually reboots. Those live action reboots or whatever were in my time as a child. So it was like my parents were bringing me to see a reboot. The reason I wanted to watch the one with the actual dogs in it was because I was a child and I enjoyed the original one. And I guess at that stage, you're not going to get upset. You're going to be excited that there is one puppy that's white, and has like no spots or something like that, because there was one like that in the animated film. It kept I think it actually kept the feels.
For the most part, it gets pretty Home Alone in the final act, but it's the guy who wrote Home Alone, so why not? John Hughes is awesome.
Yeah, I think
love it. And I love all the actors in it. Like Jeff Daniels is the dude. Man, there's so many actors in it, and I'm blanking on all of them.
Yeah,
but, I like that one.
And it's campy and it's funny. It's just it's wacky. So that isn't a one-to-one reboot. That isn't
definitely not. It's definitely not a one-to-one reboot.
But now, what are the things about that make it acceptable? Is it because we were in a different cultural moment, so we were not sitting there scrutinizing absolutely every adaptation, because we have adaptations?
That has to have an effect, yeah. But I also think it was trying to tell pretty much the same story, but in a modern time, which it had been done a lot with like rom-coms a lot. What
Home Alone? Yeah, the Home Alone, like the fact, that kind of thing.
Well, you got to remember, it's Hollywood, so anytime anything is like at all trendy, they try and throw that into the movies. We've got a lot of those in these remakes, but this one was around the time of Home Alone.
Did anyone here happen to watch Twisted and a Harry Potter musical?
I watched a very Harry Potter musical because my sister loved it. I could not
You should
avoid
check
it.
out
Sounds-
Twisted.
What is Twisted? That sounds so familiar, but I'm just completely blanking on it.
It's like Wicked, but with Jafar instead.
Oh, wait a second.
no, I
I
have
have
not, but I
heard
want to
about
see
this.
that.
Okay, wait.
I'll post a link in the Discord.
Hell yeah.
Thank you, sir. Andrew literally studied script writing. Oh no, you're one
Well,
of those.
hell yeah. So have we,
Mhm.
just not in a classroom.
Okay, I was thinking we do, to help us think about this, we can do a Disney tier list.
Heck yeah. Let's get right into the blood sports.
It's so difficult to do, to not to include like Pixar stuff because you don't actually.
Well, okay. I have a
They're put
question.
together.
With this list that you've got, is the Emperor's New Groove on there?
Let me check.
Dude, that one's going to get a live something
Oh,
at some
you
point.
see
Like,
all
it's
of
got
those-
to, right?
This is not all. This is. It's got all of those the animations in it. Do we want to do all animations? I don't know.
I mean,
think
we
that's
can definitely
okay.
like we know what the classics are, so we could just stop at a certain level.
Yeah, like we're not including you guys.
I'm saying
Animated
anything
series.
anything post Frozen, we don't add.
But isn't that most of the remakes? Well, I guess not most.
Okay.
of them.
There's one
Ton.
with 304 pictures, guys.
Oh my gosh,
That's,
we're gonna be here all
that's a
day.
lot.
No, it's not 304. Sorry, it's 304
Treasure
people.
Planet, let's go, Lucifer the Doberman.
Oh my goodness.
That was my introduction to the band the Goo Goo Dolls, and I've loved them ever since.
Hold on, I'm
What was your
getting.
introduction to Goo Goo Dolls?
The Goo Goo Dolls, yeah,
How were you introduced to the Goo Goo Dolls?
because they've got a song.
took him to Treasure
in
Planet.
the middle of it. They took me to Treasure
Oh.
Planet.
Okay, let's
That was the treasure of Treasure Planet, the Goo Goo Dolls.
just hold on. It was the treasure we
Ooh,
proposed.
Black Cauldron. I wasn't allowed to watch that growing up because it was too satanic.
Sounds pretty satanic, I must say. There we go.
Hey, David.
Okay.
How you doing, David Puff?
It's no sword in the stone.
David.
Okay, so let's zoom in a little. Sorry, I don't have an ad blocker. Right, so screw all of you. The Lion King is the first and best ever. Okay.
Do we
Yeah,
just
I
want to
think-
like vote around the table for these?
No, it's just
Fight
me
you
what
over
I
that.
decide. No, okay, so I'll let's go picture by picture, guys. Okay, I'll put it
I have a
away.
fun idea.
Why aren't we
Okay.
starting with that
Okay, you
one?
can
S
keep it
tier.
in S tier.
Yeah.
Lion King in F tier. What are you doing?
No, I was trying to put it back. Okay,
David, I
so
have a request.
what?
What if we did like everyone gets to pick 3 in the list, throw them up there. Next person gets to adjust your list and then add 3.
Okay.
Wow.
Doesn't
So
it
we
just
start with
suck
me.
to be the first one?
No, because
I
anyone
don't
can
mind.
move others around regardless of the adjustments. Like
Okay.
every time it goes to the next person, they can adjust the list as they think it belongs until we eventually reach the golden mean.
Wait, maybe
What about the golden nice emojis?
well, I'm trying to
can't
think.
be golden
Could we
nice.
do like a top 5? I mean, flipping hell.
That is a lot
Yeah,
of
that's a
them.
lot. Sure.
Okay, so I'm gonna obviously Lion King because I'm just putting it there so I can get it up there. Okay. It's probably because by sheer number of
You're
times
just
I've watched
putting it there so you can get it up, huh?
it. Just by sheer
Hey.
number of times I watched it. Where is Aristocats? Is it not here? Fuck you.
Is not.
Okay. Can I add files?
Oh, Atlantis.
Okay,
That's a good one.
I'll just put it out there. Aristocats,
Mhm.
complete B tier. Like it cannot go
you.
lower.
Aristocats is second from the top row.
Oh, I see it below
right.
Allison. Okay.
Is it
Yeah.
there?
Allison.
Oh, there it is. There it is. Okay. The Fox and the Hound.
Oh, Fox and
Shit.
Hand is great.
Oh,
Fox
and the Hound
they
is
also
like-
call that
S
B.
tier.
Yeah. Geez, all of
Treasure
these.
Planet definitely needs to go in A.
Fuck. Everything is S tier for me. Tarzan, because
This is
I
by
love the
multiple
music.
people.
Okay.
Man, I want to go to that
Jungle
web
Book.
summit.
Fuck! Everything is S tier. Lady and the Tramp.
everything.
I watched a lot. I can't. Everything is S tier for me. If I'm gonna do top 5, I'm like everything is the top. Emperor's New Groove was great.
Surely
but
not everything.
Dude,
How about,
Brother Beer.
how about we put the Hunchback of Notre Dame in A tier and just start with there?
okay,
A
Aristocats.
dinosaur.
I don't know the Aristocats all the way off by heart. Maybe I'll put Fox and Hound there. Tarzan, I don't know the words off by heart. Okay, because I don't know the words off by heart, these can go here. Yeah, like I literally could quote the movie. Lady and the Tramp.
Ooh,
Bambi, I
Fantasia.
watched a lot. I didn't watch Fantasia.
What?
Hunchback
Pocahontas.
of Notre Dame.
Oh,
There's too many good ones.
okay, I think the Jungle Book has to go as well because it's just Lady and the Tramp. Fuck, which ones? I watched.
Can I throw a curveball of one that we wouldn't necessarily go to automatically? I would say that Wreck-It Ralph sits comfortably in B tier.
I think it's pretty good.
Well, you get to put yours in. Just now. Okay, so this is me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Okay. Cool.
Okay.
So who's next? Who's rearranging your list and adding 3? Or do we actually want to do that? No, it's up to you
Yeah.
guys. I think it would be fun.
Okay, so hold on.
We can even move
let's
it
go
just
down the
one
order.
thing gets readjusted. Only one
Okay.
readjustment,
Charles?
add 3.
Yeah, Charles, the real Charles, please go.
Oh, me. Okay, well, I can't like actually move things around. It's fine. I'm not going to get Kitty mad at me by moving Lion King.
We're doing a move Lion King. No, move it.
I like coming on the thinkers.
No,
I would
just
never do that.
Come on.
Oh, he drives a
I don't
hard
know,
bargain
I'm-
now.
It's hard for me to disagree with any of this. Maybe move Tarzan down to B. I don't dislike it.
Oh, yes.
I'm
music
reminded
is
of the music.
cool.
Yeah, no, put it back up to A. It's fine. Just
Oh my
do me a
gosh.
favor and
Phil
put
Collins has done
Sword
better.
in the Stone up in S tier.
We're not
Okay.
we're
for
not
sure.
moving anyone at all? Come on.
What
Look,
is the
I
Sword
have
in
to
the
go in like 15 minutes, so I'm getting my 3
Okay.
up there.
Okay.
That's
Sword
why
in
you
the
need to
Stone goes
move
up
Lion
S tier.
King off of S tier. Just because you're going to be leaving soon. You just start a fire and leave. Like, let's go.
No, I'm not gonna. No, unironically, Lion King should probably be in S tier. It's
Okay.
pretty excellent. Okay, scroll down to my other options.
Mhm.
Okay, what am I looking at? Ooh, Brother
Hey,
Bear,
J-Mac.
good one. Little Mermaid, too many good ones. Pinocchio, not only strong, but the technical advancements for animation from it was good. Lilo and Stitch is probably in my top 3, so might as well put that in S tier. Where else?
Where is Lilo?
Mulan should be up there in S tier.
Mulan is.
And Atlantis.
That's true. Hold on. Don't worry. I'm not putting it. Okay. It's here. We wanted. Sorry. I'm looking for Lilo and Stitch. My mind is.
It's
inattentive.
Hunchback should be S tier as well. Okay, that's my last one. Atlantis.
You see, you're putting them all in S tier. You see what I mean?
That's why the next
There's
person
stuff
gets
I
to
would
adjust the
put
list.
in. Okay, fine. Let me go look for a suboptimal Disney movie. Scroll
No.
down.
Only put your S tiers. Only put your S tiers because we have to fight for S tier. Okay, so
Exactly.
Lilo. So you put Lilo, Stitch, Hunchback, right? They're not in order, so it's not helping me.
Hunchback and Atlantis, and then I'm done. I need to let
Hunchback
other
and then
people have a
Atlantis.
turn.
Okay. Okay. You guys.
They are near Pocahontas.
Hunchback,
Okay.
third one
poke your
down
Honda.
over to the right. Yeah.
Okay. I'm just putting them up there so I can move them. And then what else was it?
Atlantis.
Which is also by And that's Treasure Planet, Atlantis. Yeah, I did not watch these. Okay. I watched, obviously, Hunchback of
You
Notre
didn't
Dame.
watch them?
Atlantis, I maybe saw once.
Dang.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, that's
Dorcas in here flooding the Supreme Court. Getting that S tier with
Sorry.
everything.
Yo, I made sacrifices. I put things in
look.
B.
Put
in
Bolt.
A tier.
Put
I would have
Bolt
put
in
Bolt
D
in the
tier.
top.
Bolt?
Bolt in D tier?
Did you already
Get
put 3
out.
up there?
He put
was
5 up there, wasn't it?
Yeah,
was
I said that.
discombobulated.
I said that primarily as a joke, Kitty, because I just picked my favorites.
Okay. Now let's go again. Who's next?
Galente is
Galente.
next on the roster.
Galente. Bolt is lame. Get out of here, Lucifer.
Lucifer,
All right.
you like dogs.
I'm going to start off by putting Frozen in C tier.
Okay. Frozen C tier. Okay. No, you need to make sure that you express your opinions through this. So if you feel so strongly that
Absolutely
you need
am.
to make sure everybody knows that Frozen is in C tier,
It is.
then you're using your votes to show where you want to put it. Okay.
I want to.
Love it. You were lucky. You haven't seen Frozen.
Okay, I will. I'll put another one up here in just a moment, because I know what I want to do.
Okay.
However, can we scroll back up to the list real quick?
Oh, there's
Yeah.
gonna be some
You're gonna
rerun
make
there.
changes.
All right. So
Deserved.
I'm going to move. I'm going to move Atlantis to B tier.
Okay.
I respect it.
I respect it because that
I won't
watch
fight it.
once or twice. But you don't fucking touch Lion King. That's all. And Mulan
I
as
was
well.
thinking about it. I was thinking about it, Kitty. I want to move Fox and the Hound to S tier.
Ooh,
Okay. Okay. I thought you said. Okay.
I'm gonna
S tier.
piss so many people off.
Really, Bimo? You piss people off? Never.
Never.
I'm gonna further piss people off, and I'm gonna move Lilo and Stitch down to A tier.
Hey, I
Okay.
agree
And
with this.
that's me being generous.
You are
I
a
like it.
heartless. Wow, you are a heartless bastard. You're telling
but-
me you didn't tear up when Lilo is crying on her bed? You didn't tear up when the
Nope.
burnt photograph floats into
She's
frame?
so cute. She's
Nope.
so cute and weird. I love
You
her.
didn't.
Hey.
You didn't. You're gonna tell me you didn't cry in The Fox and the Hound when you hear "best friends forever and ever"?
I didn't
Right,
touch the
mm,
Fox and the
yeah.
Hound.
Mhm,
All right, guys.
mhm.
I enjoy the
It
It
idea.
was an
that-
I'm
A
just doing a
tier.
comparison. I'm just doing a comparison. Just saying.
I enjoy the idea that the movie was made so people would get something other than cryogenic conspiracy theories when googling Walt Disney Frozen. Appreciate it.
That is a good one. Um,
Oh, sorry,
then-
walls. Fuck's sake.
I've got one last move to make, and it's going to be from the bottom up to the top.
But you haven't added stuff. Okay.
That's
yeah.
I've added one.
Yeah.
But let's see what else I can add. I fought for my high scores. Can we scroll down just a little bit? All right. I'm gonna put Zootopia in D tier.
B tier. Okay.
D tier. No, D
Deer
is in dog.
D tier. Zootopia
Mhm.
D tier.
Princess and the Frog.
You've seen the
is
sloth in there,
underrated.
right?
Yeah.
I did, and it didn't save the movie.
Oh god,
Okay.
how is nobody putting Emperor's New Groove anywhere, guys?
I have
Galante,
many
I
thoughts
agree
about
with
many
you.
of these movies. I'm just trying to pick and choose and not necessarily go for the popular one.
Now, is there anything?
Galante, I
here
agree
that-
with your D tier pick.
Okay. So is
Thank you,
that the end? Is that the end of your turn, sir?
That's 5 moves. I don't think I can do any more, right?
For now, we'll do rounds. We'll keep going afterwards.
Okay, so I'll start with the ads and then I'll rearrange the list. Okay.
Okay.
So I'm just want to make sure that we still have like the 3 ads I've seen, but I've seen like 3 movements in the list as well. Is that what we're going for?
Yeah. Let's do 3.
Okay.
No, it was supposed to be 5.
I thought it
Basically
was
5.
2 ads and 3 movements, so it's 5 moves.
Oh, okay. That's not what I was thinking about, but I'll go with it. Okay, so first we are going to add the Emperor's New Groove.
Yeah.
Where is it on the list? Oh, there it is. It's in the middle almost by Fantasia. Up. You just gotta go up. No, same coordinate. That's right.
Same.
If you see bolts, just look up.
Bolt,
One
look
thread
up.
of the dinosaur.
Sorry, Bolt, look up there. There we
you
go.
go.
Jeez.
Okay, so
What
that
meow
is
is there?
that
I
is
heard a meow.
going into
Common. This tier
common
list
people.
is going to make me hate the panel. What a bunch of rankers.
Thank you, Common.
Hey, common people, I have the perfect experience for. I have an infection on my face. You could have made all kinds of jokes with this.
So I
Go
want
ahead.
I want Emperor's
Yes.
New Groove to go into A tier.
Okay. Oopsie. J-Mac!
That's the first one. Hey, J-Mac. The Great Mouse Detective is S tier for Vincent Price alone. I fully agree. Fully agree.
Is that one of your moves? You should make one of your
Is
moves.
Guys, that one of your moves?
Yeah.
J-Mac. Come on, man.
Can we let
I
that
kinda
be a
do wanna do
J-Mac
that.
move?
Yeah, I think he paid for it. I think he should.
I think he paid for the J-Mac move. I'm
Okay,
down
we
with
can
that.
count that
It's
as one of
S
my moves.
So where is it,
tier. Great
guys?
Mouse
Help me out.
Detective.
There.
Should be on
No.
there.
By the
I
way,
saw it.
if we really
There it is.
want to
Ding,
fight, we
ding.
could
Like
rank
card.
the Dom Bluth movies.
Oh, that would be so tough.
Okay.
I don't
Yeah.
know. It would be.
I
I'd
believe
like to-
Anastasia would be on there.
Okay.
Yep.
I'm gonna put
All dogs go to
I'm gonna
heaven.
put,
An American
Oh,
The
Tail.
Little
Secret Invasion.
Mermaid. The Little Mermaid is going in D tier.
Oh, okay.
That
I
is a
saw
really
you.
poor choice.
I'm
It's
shocked.
on the rightmost column.
D
There you
tier. Okay.
Okay, now I'll rearrange the list. Let's see.
Don't
You should start with the Little Mermaid.
Yeah, you should put it where it belongs.
So,
I like the hot take though.
I'm sorry though. Fox and the Hound goes to B tier.
You didn't
It's still a good
start.
movie. It's still a good movie. It still is, but it's not S tier in my opinion.
It's better than
Um,
Hunchback of Notre Dame.
It's true.
Whoa,
know,
whoa,
I don't
whoa,
really
whoa.
agree, honestly.
Have you heard the
Um,
music in Hunchback of Notre Dame?
Lilo and Stitch
have,
is going
it's
to go down to
overrated.
B tier.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
He chose violence.
I love that this is the spiciest debate that we've had in a
I
minute.
know, right? And we're going to take The Sword and the Stone and put it at the end of S tier. It's still staying in S tier.
Okay. Okay.
The end of S tier.
J-Mac,
And
I
those
thought you were
were
cool.
my moves.
Okay, those are your moves.
Those are my
Right.
moves.
Those were some bad moves. Okay, let's move Aladdin up to A tier. I've seen that way too many times. It deserves A. At
Don't
least.
do
Blues
tier list
tier list
after. Okay.
I hope so.
Look for it.
Sorry.
Look for it. Go on tier maker and look for it for us. So long. Okay.
But
Can
I
you
need
see?
to go in 10 minutes.
Aladdin's like the third one over, third one down.
Third one over, third one down. Yeah. Okay. Where are we gonna put it?
A tier.
Mm-hmm.
A for Aladdin.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. Let's go. Let's go. Beauty and the Beast, also an A tier. I don't know. That's my jam. Is that era? And then I feel like I need to actually add an S tier, which has been so sorely overlooked. Unfortunately, it did launch an entire craze, and I'm not so happy about that. But the actual movie itself is S tier. So Robin Hood, even though it created this like whole furry pandemic. that we have.
Yeah. It's a good one. It's a good one.
Okay, and now I want to move two of them.
Yeah. You're gonna move.
So, Little Mermaid, that has to go up to. I don't know. It's either A or S. Let's go S tier with it. It'll be moved by somebody else, I'm sure.
Mhm.
And then
Does it
yeah,
really
let's go Fox
deserve
and
to
Hound.
sit with Robin Hood and the Great Mouse
Back up to
Detective,
S.
though?
Yay!
And my turn is done.
Okay, we're gonna start again, right? Okay.
We're
Do you want to
just
go
all
again?
propagandizing. I love it.
Sure. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Princess and the Frog is underrated. I think that belongs
good.
in B tier.
Are you ready?
Okay.
Yep. Okay. Scroll down. What am I looking for here? I think Big Hero 6 is put that in D.
Oh man, I wouldn't agree with that.
Look, it was tough to decide between C and D, but I'm
It's
tired.
okay,
so-
BMO. You're just young.
San Francisco,
Emo
though,
is-
that's so great.
BMO is a fan of Baymax.
Baymax, yeah.
Oh,
I
Either
mean,
way.
Baymax.
just love Oliver.
Now I
and
got to
Company.
make the character.
Let's see.
Oh, yeah.
Let's put Hercules in B tier.
No.
I saw you. There you go. Okay.
I said B. Oh, okay. Yeah. Sorry, lag on my part. How many more? How many was that?
I think that's adding. Yeah. Now, if you want to move anything,
Okay,
you
so
move.
now I'm moving.
Yeah.
I mean, I would want to move Lilo and Stitch back up to S, but I'm willing to compromise and move it up to A. Let that
I don't know. You
balance
should be able to
itself
move it
out.
back to S.
Nah, A is fine. I'm willing to be like,
No.
what was it? The golden mean or something?
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Let's see. No, I'm pretty satisfied with how it's looking so far. It's your turn,
I'm
Kim.
gonna add some never seen ones. Some ones I know I haven't seen. Like I probably know the songs, but I know I ain't seen it. Like this one.
I'm on the range.
This one. Okay, Dinosaur is going to be A because I watched it a lot as well.
Dinosaur was awesome.
It's a beautiful movie. Oliver. Okay, so that's what I added 2, 3. Moving people's around.
Oh, sorry. Is it my turn?
Oh, hold on.
Not quite
Racist
yet.
Fantasia A is unracist B. What? Wait,
Racist
racist
Fantasia is
Fantasia.
A.
Unracist
Unracist
is
is B. Fantasia also has boobies in it.
Boobies. Boobies. Hold on. So, what do you guys think of Fantasia? I didn't really rate it that much. Fantasia would be like a B.
isn't a
Huge fan of it.
but
I
it
like
is definitely up there. In the Dark of the Night
It's
is
an
a song that I still sing. Like, 'cause
I'd give
it's a good-
Fantasia B tier, honestly.
It spawned a live action one, like the Nick Cage
What?
Sorcerer's Apprentice thing or whatever.
Really? Is that what
Did
that was?
Did that actually inspire it though? That
Yes.
was like
Even though
Really?
it's like a 2-minute chunk of the thing. Yeah.
I know that they had like that whole one scene in like full homage to it, but like I don't know.
Yep. That's the inspiration.
Okay.
Hey, it's the same director as National Treasure. So if you
Yeah.
couldn't get enough Nicolas Cage in that, dude.
Let's finish the round for everybody, but whatever's left, we'll just go one by one. If you know what I'm saying. Like I'll say, where should we put this? So,
Okay.
Galen says, Google racist centaur Fantasia to see what Disney took from us. What? I guess you're racist.
I mean, aren't all
Centaur.
centaurs?
Oh, racist centaur Fantasia.
Interesting.
Oh, good lord.
Well, that wasn't the reaction I was expecting. Can we show it on stream?
Oh, good
I'm
lord.
intrigued. Or is it no?
It's exaggerated features and stuff. I'll put the small picture on there. There it is.
Oh yeah, let's go. Minstrel characters.
It's interesting. Look, there is a white one apparently. Here, if you go here, but
Yeah.
There's a very distinct difference between those two characters. I'm noticing.
yeah,
True.
that's
True.
wow.
Nobody mind
But
control.
if you notice, there's some
secret
deeper ones.
It's also
Okay,
kind of
thank
funny
you.
the action being performed by one of those characters towards the other.
On
Okay,
that
let's
note,
go back here.
I
Yeah.
I must depart. Have a wonderful
That was too much for
night
Dorcas?
and or day. Yeah, a bit
Sweet
too much.
job,
You have
for
a
me.
good one, man.
Have a good time.
Have a
Be-mo.
good one.
Have a good one,
Yeah,
Dorcas.
I will have a
You're
good
the man,
time.
Dorcas.
Thank you, Kitty.
See ya.
Well,
They cut
Okay,
the
which one did
accent.
Dorcas like? Let's move him down to F.
Atlantis-
All of them. Yeah, that's
Move
what you get for
Atlantis
leaving.
immediately into F tier.
We will
okay,
later.
I'm glad that somebody made the correct decision and put Robin Hood into S tier, so I didn't have to waste my turn.
Okay.
Yes. Even though it inspired furries, unfortunately.
Unfortunately.
Okay.
Some
Great
of them.
movie.
Well, let's go to we're gonna put all of them where they gotta be. Okay. Where does what is this? I
You
don't
can bottom
remember
Mr.
this.
Toad. Come on.
I
I
don't
don't
know.
know.
Yeah.
C, D, somewhere around there.
Haven't seen.
I'd be
Or
fine
C.
with C tier.
Okay.
I'd be okay with haven't seen or like, I don't know. I remember not liking it, but I couldn't tell you what happens in it.
It's
Cinderella?
just comedy. That's all it is.
Where does Cinderella
The
fit in?
original Cinderella, I'd put it B tier.
original.
B
Yeah, I'm
tier.
down with B. B sounds
take it.
okay to me. I don't hate it.
Okay. And then in this lineup,
I mean,
I would put Hercules first.
Yeah, and I would put
Hercules belongs in A, but
I would put Princess and the Frog before Anastasia, or not
Fantasia.
Anastasia, before Fantasia. Yeah.
Atlantis I feel like goes ahead of Princess and the Frog though.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't think so.
I do not have a definite answer for how I feel on that one.
It gets
For
boosted
me, I
because
would
it's
put
not a
Atlantis.
musical.
I would put Atlantis
there
in so
anyone-
forgettable. I haven't seen it. That's how far I'd put it down.
yeah, is there any character named Daddy in Atlantis? I think we got to go with like Frog Princess or Princess and the Frog.
I love the
Yeah,
music.
but
in
it is kind of problematic that the female protagonist of Princess and the Frog just wants to be in the kitchen all day.
Womp, womp, womp,
I mean, who
womp.
doesn't? A lot gets
Okay.
done in the kitchen. It's a fun place.
Yeah, it's essential work, guys. Alice in Wonderland, where does that go?
I would put it in B tier.
Same.
All right.
And I'd put it before Fantasia. Okay. Fantasia I'd probably put in like D because of the impact it had on my life, essentially.
So amazing, though. You've never just like spaced out and okay.
No,
it's great.
no, it was boring to me. I'm like, I want a story. This is just music videos, basically. That's how I remember it.
Yes,
Could I ask how
Yes.
you guys feel about the Rescuers?
I
don't
love
know.
I
Uh,
love the Rescuers and the Rescuers Down Under, but the original one holds a little bit more sway with me. But I
So we're doing
understand
a put-
maybe that's just me. I had the cassette and I just kept watching it over and over again.
I
Same
hover
here.
it between A and S tier personally.
I am
Um,
totally cool with that.
My wife was making fun of me for loving Fantasia. She said, I only like it because I have ADHD. Well, it sounds like it makes, yeah.
It's so
The shoe
awesome.
fits, Jay. It's so
it is
awesome.
one of the
I-
greatest music videos ever made. If it's just a music video, it's great.
It is. Like, I don't know if you're serious. Like, do you agree? That's what I
I
remember.
love
as.
it. I have spent
like-
so much time just wasting big chunks of memory just watching Fantasia. It's great.
And I didn't even watch Fantasia when I did have access to drugs. I didn't even do that.
It helped so much.
Whoa, no boar! You said sorry. Look, Bima got a fright.
I'm BMax. I'm powering up.
Oh, do you yell as well, like like
Like
God.
Goku.
Like Goku. There you go, Chins. Yeah, God.
There you go.
Has full on tits. They gave the harpies nipples.
I remember
Whoa.
having to walk out of the room when that scene was going on in Fantasia.
Your parents were like, not for you.
Yep.
Okay, so Peter Pan.
Peter Pan goes up in A tier.
A tier? Maybe it's just me. I just never cared for Peter Pan. Hook was my jam. Rufio up in here. But no Peter Pan.
So where would you put it?
I might go like C or something like that. Like
Okay.
I understand it's got impact, but for me it wasn't there.
Galente,
That's just me.
you can be the decider for Peter Pan. Does it stay in B? Does it go in B or does it stay in A?
I genuinely love Peter Pan.
Okay.
However, if I'm gonna be real about how I feel about where it ranks, I'd say B tier is okay. I look, if I'm gonna move some shit around to B tier, I got a few.
Okay.
You know, people may not like them.
Uh-huh.
I'd say Little Mermaid belongs in B tier.
Ariel, Ursula, come on, man.
Yeah, I like it. I like it. B tier is not me
Flounder,
hating
though.
on it.
Sebastian?
And if
King
we're
Triton.
rearranging S tier real quick, I'd put Mulan in front of Lion King. It's my
Dragon,
Like,
dragon, not lizard.
if
I
you-
don't do that type of thing.
If
Yeah.
you want me to explain how much potency is put into the first fucking 3 minutes of Mulan over the next 10 minutes, I can.
Oh yeah.
I
Let's
can.
go.
But
And
I
mean,
think
it
we've got
does.
the time.
It does have "I'll Make a Man Out of You." That song.
The songs
Fantastic.
are just so fucking iconic in Mulan. Every single one of them.
It's brilliant. Yeah.
Why can't my reflection show?
They're
It's so
good.
yes.
But my God, there are no Lion King songs. Come on.
Oh,
No Lion
On the
King.
air
Not
tonight?
at all.
I think they are on par with Lion King's music, and I think the emotional resonance of the story is greater than that in Lion King.
And also, we had
and you
better
do have
McDonald's meals during that. Mushu is
Ah,
Mushu-
the
If
we're
Sichuan
talking about-
sauce was
if we're trying to
Yeah.
find like the basic groundwork between those two stories that we can compare of like personal sacrifice for the sake of your family and the betterment of your people, I think Mulan does it better. Just saying.
okay, but which one ripped off Kimba?
Neither.
Oh, okay. I need to let Axel into the other room because he's
Go for it.
protesting.
We
So,
will quibble about this continually.
Yes.
And to be
Zoom
perfectly
out.
honest, I'd put Sword in the Stone in B tier. I'd put Hunchback of Notre Dame in B tier. I would put Dinosaur in front of Emperor's New Groove in A tier. Obviously, all this shit is not being put onto the chart. I'm just fucking venting right now. But
Okay, but would you have seen Black Cauldron?
yes, I have seen Black Cauldron, and I would put that in A tier.
This cat puked on my carpet and then just meowed at the
Oh,
door.
no.
So
Oh, no.
No.
he
Be
puked
careful
and he's
then.
like, "I'm done. I'm gonna go to sleep now."
He's like, here you
Okay.
go. Hope it smells lovely.
It's a gift for you.
It's just the normal like dry food that isn't thingy. So what do I need to move?
Actually, you don't need to move anything. But if I'm gonna make one more adjustment,
Oh.
J-Mac has a huge point here. I'm sorry. We got to address it.
Go.
The Lion King is
Sega
elevated by the
Genesis game-
Sega Genesis game, and he is so correct on this.
the
Also,
Sega
a lot of
Genesis
Disney movies
game-
like The Lion King are elevated by their villains, whereas the main characters are a bit lackluster in comparison. Good points.
Mhm. Whereas I
Hey.
feel like Mulan is kind of the opposite, whereas the main character is fleshed out beautifully and the villain is kind of like mid.
Mm.
True.
I think Simba goes on quite the hero's journey to try and figure out who he is, and then goes back. You know, it's a whole prodigal son narrative. I like it. I like
Same
it a
thing
lot.
with
I
Mulan.
think he learns a lot.
Plus,
Same thing with
JTT.
Mulan.
And it's, no, but and there is a villain. I suppose he's not really that fleshed out, but he's
Scar.
bad, and he has
He's
a good
bad.
ass.
Scar?
Yeah.
No, you don't understand. We learned in Mufasa that really what turned Scar was that Mufasa got the girl and Scar didn't. So you don't understand. He's a fleshed out villain.
I
Oh,
remember
Ew.
being told that Scar was queer coded, and I didn't know what that meant. I was like, "What
no.
did you?"
because you
No,
were
he
a
liked the
child.
girl.
No.
Because you were a child. That's why.
And I might piss some people off here. Can I
Or was
Can
it
I say that?
incel?
I mean, yeah, kind of.
I mean, Tom Scar has darker mane, so he would probably be more attractive. Anyway, yeah.
Well, let's face it. He's a perfect example of, you send a young man out with nothing to do. He comes back and burns down the village. It's exactly what Scar did. But I'd say, can we put Wreck-It Ralph in D tier real quick?
Oh yeah, this is you said this earlier. We Wreck-It Ralph, we were here. Okay, D tier.
Yeah.
Okay.
And can we put Wreck-It Ralph Breaks the Internet in F tier?
I never saw
F
it.
tier. Where even? I think that's the one I watched. Breaks
It's on
the
the
internet.
right side, third from the bottom.
Du-du-du-du-du.
Yeah.
Oh, and that was like somewhat like emoji movie essentially.
Yeah.
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 I'm glad Moana 2 is not in here.
Rex Vectum says, "What the fuck is Wreck-It Ralph Breaks the Internet?" You see, that's kind of what my reaction to it is. I never saw it. It appeared in theaters, but I was watching How to Train Your Dragon instead. How to Train Your Dragon
Yes.
2, I think, was when that was coming around.
Okay, so where are we putting the rescuers? Because I don't. For me, they would just be in the haven't seen. So figure it out.
They're at least A to S. They're great.
Okay, we're not taking turns anymore then, right?
no, we just fucking around. Yeah.
Oh, where's Meet the Robinsons in A tier though?
Okay, you want
No.
that in A tier?
Meet the Robinsons
Really?
is not A tier. No,
Why
sir.
isn't it? What do you
What?
mean?
Because name one. You probably would know it though.
What does that mean?
Sorry, we got to say what. I mean, spot on with Rex the Internet, but what about Wreck-It Ralph? What?
Where should
I agree.
Wreck-It
I thought
Ralph
Wreck-It
be?
Ralph was. I thought it was pretty charming. You put
D.
it as D, isn't it?
I'd put it as
Oh,
B.
okay.
Or
Sorry,
would
I
you
was
put it
looking
as
at the
A?
one in D. That's. I enjoyed it. I would be okay with it in B, but it looks like he wants it higher. If Meet the Robinsons or whatever is up there, it's gotta be well above that.
Well, Bimo, are you for real? You want to put?
I
the
didn't
Meet the
say
Rob-
S tier. I said
Oh,
A
you said
tier.
Okay.
I would not call it the best movie ever, which is what I'm trying to leave S tier for.
Okay.
Meet the Robinsons?
Meet the
Come
Robinsons is
on.
a really fucking good film, though.
It's not though. Okay.
Wreck-It
It's a
Ralph is
wholesome movie where you
decent A.
find your
That's what I
new
think so.
family because you don't have one. Okay, it's wonderful.
Yeah, and Lilo and Stitch did it better, and it's only 2 steps up. So I'm sorry, man.
This is my
But
family.
if like Lilo and Stitch is held to the same regard as Meet the Robinsons, I'm satisfied.
It is not.
It should know.
Everyone
It
loves
should
Lilo and
be-
Stitch. It's $1 billion property. Meet the Robinsons, nobody has ever heard of.
I would move it
I've
down.
heard
Like
of it.
this
I've
should
heard of
not
it.
be in the same land as this.
Okay, I would also put Atlantis above Meet the Robinsons. Like I would put it. Let's see, where is it currently? Is
So there, I'll
Atlantis
put
in
it here.
Atlantis? Nah, I'd throw it in A.
You put
is
Atlantis
freaking
in A.
fantastic.
I think Dorcas
Ignore
would
the
enjoy it.
second movie, which was a TV show pilot, which was awful.
Okay, what have we got down here, guys? Dumbo.
Oh man, Dumbo. Okay, Dumbo. It can be B or C tier for me.
Yeah, I would say C as well.
Winnie the Pooh could go into B tier.
Wait. We need to figure out where we're putting Dumbo.
Dumbo.
So me and you said C. Do you guys agree
Yeah, I'm
with that?
cool with that. Sure.
Okay.
There's some fun stuff in there, but there's also
Yeah.
some real not good stuff in there. So, fair enough.
Mhm.
But the
Sleeping
elephant's
Beauty.
tripping. That's pretty awesome.
Sleeping Beauty. I would put it in B tier.
Oh,
We're gonna have to
Wreck-It
ignore
Ralph?
that, BMO.
Wreck-It Ralph gets so much props for a movie finally doing games somewhat correctly. The amount of love in so many of the scenes should make every gamer giddy. Also, an actually well done twist villain. Okay, so
Paul F. Tompkins killed it as that villain. I really dug that one.
I enjoyed it. I saw it in cinemas for some reason. So yeah, I would. It can't be D. B or A.
Put it in B
$20
too.
behind it, it gets an A.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Okay.
If we're putting Wreck-It Ralph up in A,
It was Alan
would that
Tudyk. You're
boost
right,
up-
Jay. My bad.
would that boost up Big Hero 6?
Mm-hmm.
'Cause
Okay,
I
yeah.
think Big Hero 6 is better than Dumbo.
Yeah, true. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I would definitely put that in B. Or maybe like a
Tang-
low A at the not low A, I mean low C.
Where's Tangled? I just brought it up. It wasn't like
I mean high C. What am I saying? Tangled is pretty good. I enjoyed that
Yeah.
one.
I'd put it at A.
Tangled A?
It's
A?
got cute little animals and
Is it
stuff,
better
but
than Hercules?
I would say
It's the
no,
same.
but
Because I would put Hercules in A.
It's got a grumpy horse. I would also put
Tangled
Hercules
is
in
at
it.
least. I don't know.
But then I would put
Okay.
Hercules before Wreck-It Ralph and before Atlantis. These two would be fine. Lilo and Stitch I'd probably put in the middle. Okay, we'll sort them out once we have them. But
I know, right? Chicken Little. We can put that in D tier.
I'm okay with that. I could put it in F.
I
How
do
can you
enjoy
put
the film.
Chicken Little in D, but you're putting Meet the Robinsons in like A or something? Man,
Because one's obviously
Priorities.
better than the other.
I don't know about that.
Are you guys okay with where would you put it, Graham?
I'm cool with Chicken Little being there. I think Meet the Robinsons belongs there
He's
as
just
well.
so astounded with Meet the Robinsons.
Okay. Sleeping Beauty,
I
guys.
did not like it.
Sleeping Beauty? Oh man, it is a classic, but I don't think it's that great.
Yeah.
I would go into like a low B at the most, but I
Sure, I'll
personally
put it
would
in
go for like Dumbo, like right next to Dumbo.
Right next to Dumbo, yeah. Let's see. Okay.
I mean, it's somewhat
Any
classic, but yeah, okay.
objections? Guys, just if there's
Nah.
objections, then fight. Otherwise, I'm the
Thinkers go in D.
101 Dalmatians. Man, that one, it's a classic.
A.
If it's not in A, I'd want it in high Bs.
Yeah, A. Let's put it A at this space. Okay. Jungle Book, same, I would say.
Jungle Book needs to go into S tier.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's
okay.
the only one that I think the remake might be a little bit better, but
Really?
Jungle S
there's
tier.
parts of it.
My vote goes with S. Yeah, but then is
All right.
Tarzan better than Jungle Book?
Oh man, that's
To
a
me,
hard
yes,
one.
very much so.
I think Tarzan
The
is
lack
better
of
than
Rosie
Jungle Book.
O'Donnell really puts Jungle Book up there for me.
I feel we got too many things in S.
Yeah, we're gonna have to move it around.
Definitely,
I
once
think
we get everything on the list.
Yeah. Okay. Well, it's better when everything's on the list so you can compare it. Okay, Snow White, I think also a C. No, a B. And I don't know. I really enjoyed it for what it was. But I think as a
What
whole,
movie?
with the others involved, C.
Which one?
Snow White.
Snow White? I would put it in C or like low B. Because I still enjoy
hate
watching
agreeing with
that when I
BMO.
watch it.
C.
I just watched it for like the remake, and it definitely feels like it's from 1936
It is
or
a-
whatever.
And it's very much a kids movie. Like these ones that are very short, and like the plot is just the plot because the plot. Those are very early kid movies where they're like, oh, we have to make it very simple. It's like, no, you don't.
Beautiful though, and they got it much more right than the remake.
Yeah. So even so, this was still better. Winnie the Pooh. I watched the shows. I don't remember
Me
a
too.
specific movie.
It's a classic, but the pacing is pretty slow. Like it really is a kids
Absolutely.
movie.
Very much so. But
D?
my nostalgia tells me it has to be B or C.
Okay.
I'd go C, but I'm a jerk.
Yeah.
Now there's two Winnie the Poohs there. I think one of them is for the Heffalumps, right? There's because he gets a friend that's a Heffalump. Is that the one? What it's called? Heffalumps and Woozles? I think so. Yeah.
Okay, well, they just put them basically. They're the same sort of thing. Down
No.
under.
There's one thing that's
Rescuers?
missing here.
What?
Where is the Three Musketeers?
We've got 3
We've got-
caballeros right there.
Yeah, we got the. It's the same.
Three Caballeros, which is pretty good, but like the Three Musketeers, I don't know why it's not on here.
Is there a Disney
Ooh.
3 Musketeers?
Yeah, it's with
talking about the
Mickey,
Charlie
Goofy,
Sheen
and
one?
Donald.
Oh, that one. I do remember that one.
Where does
Was
Bambi
that
go?
a full length?
Okay.
Also
It's a
in
good
a sea-
question.
Oh no, no.
Pulled on my heartstrings,
here.
but okay, B. I could respect it.
I can go with B.
Yeah, it's higher
I
than
could also
when
go with
you do Sleeping Beauty for me.
What'd you say,
Galente?
Galente? Galente?
It's lost to history.
Do you guys remember the Mickey Mouse and Jack and the Beanstalk? I used to watch it all the time. I do remember it.
Yes.
It's on there
I love
actually.
that one.
I can see it.
It is on here? Oh, yeah, it is.
Yeah.
It's like the third from the end. Last
Oh.
row. Second over.
Oh,
Can we put Treasure Planet up in high A tier?
No, we certainly cannot.
I
what's
don't
your
know.
beef?
I'm not. I wouldn't put it there, but I think Zaxy's going to also add
How's it
his
going,
votes
Zax?
to the thing.
Zax, we need
You're-
your educated
My
votes.
audio's messed up. I'm gonna go back
Alright.
in.
Kitty cat scratch chewing. Oh, he's coming back in. Okay. Where are we putting Treasure Planet? Fight. Because I know that Treasure Planet is a big deal for a lot of people.
It's a very
not a
good
big-
movie.
It's not
I
a
think
big
you
deal.
can just
for
leave it
me.
right there.
No
Yeah,
way.
Because-
no way.
Because of overly priced movies like Treasure Planet, you got something like Lilo and Stitch, one of the low budget ones. It led to some really good stuff, but what it was not
But like
what I was
don't
promised.
know. Treasure Planet was a marvel of animation, getting to use the Canvas software that was unique to that movie and Tarzan, if I remember correctly. Those were the two
Really
main ones.
expensive. So they went
Very
back to 2D
expensive.
animation.
Absolutely, it made it look
Watercolor
fantastic.
backdrops, man. They had
It's
to
so
go to
good looking.
watercolor school to learn how to do the backgrounds for Lilo and Stitch.
But how
still,
was the
like,
movie? Okay,
The
it's
movie
about
itself has
Yeah.
amazing characters. It takes you through a romp of a world that is created specifically for it. It's a
It
beautiful
clearly doesn't
movie.
have animals in it. That's why I wasn't
Yes,
interested.
it does. It has
What
animals in it. They're just also aliens.
They're robots. Oh,
There's a little gloopy thing that follows him and copies words he says.
What's it? Nobor also agrees that Treasure Planet is a fond memory. The
okay.
only negative of Treasure Planet is Martin Short. Other than that, a perfect
See?
movie.
He
Jeez.
speaks truth.
So that's got to go up then,
Yeah.
at least.
It's got to go into A tier, or we could go for the middle ground for B tier.
Okay. There's space in B, so there you go.
That sounds right.
Rescuers, there's 2 of them. Put them where they got to go because I would put them in half
Um,
the C.
I would put
Both amazing.
Rescuers in
I
B.
love the first one a little bit more than Down Under, but still Down Under's great.
definitely.
But
do
I
you
would want to
think,
go A
B-tier?
with them. I'm not sure what you're thinking.
With both of them.
I would at least go A with the first one, possibly B with the second, but I'm open to anyone else's suggestions.
I don't think Down Under is B tier material. I think it's a C tier. Even though I enjoyed the movie, Rescuers is the first one is so much better and so much better paced than the second.
You're
movie.
only saying that because of the frame of porn in the window of the apartment.
I mean, my VHS tape broke.
Oh, that's not
because
just
of
me
that
then.
scene.
Okay, I thought that was my mic again. Fucking
Oh,
cats.
wait, do I sound strange at the moment?
J Mac,
Yes.
Not anymore. Now
Captain
you're sounding
America.
good.
Captain
there's
America. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Amelia's
bait.
also a hot name. Okay. Oliver and Company. I enjoyed that because cats and dogs.
F tier.
Oh,
Hey,
Andrew's automatic. He points out in Spain, Rescuers was called Kangaroo Land. Like, that's awesome.
Why?
That is awesome.
I don't believe that.
I want Kangaroo Land.
You know what? That's true. There you go. Actually, wait. Let's hit pause here and see what Zax would do with what we currently have. What would you move around?
I would start by closing the window. And then,
Oh yeah, no musicals. Anything with musical in it, it's
Music-
gone for Zax.
it's pretty. Music is well, okay. There can be music in it, but not the characters shouldn't be singing.
So like Atlantis is S tier then.
So Mulan can't be there. Lion King can't be there. They can't be there.
Yeah.
Is there? I don't know.
Lion King gets a pass for AJ because I respect my boy AJ,
Yes.
and so therefore, and I own 3/5 of him. So I think Lion King can stay for that reason.
Okay.
Tarzan also he loves. Ironically, that's his favorite Disney movie.
Mm-hmm.
Because he was adopted. So I think that should also get to stay.
Fox
also,
and the Hound. I don't think they sing in Fox and the Hound, so please don't touch it.
yeah, I love Fox and the Hound. I don't see 1943's Victory Through Air Power on here at all. It's a
Not yet.
propaganda film. Yeah. I think you guys just don't like America. I think that's why that's not on this list.
Oh.
And when we're done this, I suggest we re-examine this list through the lens of what was the best racism movie that Disney ever did. And I think Pocahontas might surprise you.
You
Yeah,
think
it's up there.
wasn't good racism?
No, it was great.
All the
racism.
colors of the wind.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean, it's very, very racist.
fantastic.
Where does Pocahontas go? I would put it in A as well, just because of the amount I've watched.
A?
I've watched it. Yeah.
I remember hating it at the time. I don't know.
I hold it in the same regards as Sleeping Beauty.
Or
Mm.
Sleeping Beauty.
C tier.
I guess we gotta see. Yeah, I could respect a C for Pocahontas. I was never a fan, even the stupid little raccoon thing. It's like,
She was
really?
my
actually.
favorite, one of my favorite princesses because I was like, yay, I can
I
run
would
around. and
hazard.
play with animals.
I would
Yeah.
hazard leaving Frozen ahead of Pocahontas even.
Ooh, no, no.
Okay, I'm putting this
Oh
on
my
chart.
God.
You guys can fight.
Okay.
So I
I have
would
sons,
say that,
no daughters, so I don't know about Frozen.
good for you.
Because I
but,
mean, go ahead.
Frozen
Glenn.
is not a terrible character arc. It is just the most formulaic by the numbers procedure in how to get there in the first place, to the point where nothing about the story structure is interesting. It's just, it has some decent characters and those bombastic center of the show songs, and that's about it.
You're saying you don't want to build a snowman. Okay.
Frozen is F. Wow.
Oh no, I'm not saying that it's Frozen's F. I am saying that Pocahontas outclasses Frozen at least by 2 tiers.
Oh yeah.
I don't know. In terms of the ones I'd want to watch again, I'd rather watch Frozen over Pocahontas these days. And I wouldn't want to watch either, but if I had to choose between the two,
Let it go.
I can still name characters from Frozen.
You can name them from Pocahontas.
I can remember John Smith and Pocahontas.
Exactly.
Other than that, there's a raccoon, and I
Also,
don't remember the
a
others.
beautiful song about savages.
But a talking
Savage.
snowman.
Savages. Yeah.
Barely even human.
hmm But that was what it was teaching you, is that that's a bad thing. It was teaching you
Absolutely.
that that's bad.
I remember
Did we
being
take that
singing it
lesson
at my
from
little
it?
brother.
I did. And I was also like, I think the Indian people are a whole lot cooler because they care about the spirits and things. And the white
I
people suck.
honestly think
So that was my
I think-
beginning to white
It
guilt.
was
My introduction.
It was an accurate depiction of the native peoples of North America. Absolutely, it was spot on.
Yeah,
but I also do think that you taking that whole savages as a bad thing is
Mhm.
perfectly in line with what they were trying to do.
yeah.
The
it
same
is.
reason why I love Fox and the Hound for exhibiting how bias and tribalism based off of in-group, out-group can take individuals that are the best of friends and turn them against each other for no
We're the
good
best
fucking
of
reason.
friends. Dee, dee, dee. Oh my god,
yes.
I cried. I think we have
know.
to.
Fox and the Hound is
S tier is
S
if you cried in the movie. I think.
So that's
I love
why
you,
I
Zach.
fucking want that shit in S tier. I don't know why it got moved.
I cried so
Oh no,
hard.
it's back up there. Okay, good. Okay, just saying. Mm-hmm.
Frozen literally has to
Sounds
lie
deal.
to you to tell its stupid story. It also
So
has
you're
the
saying the
most.
cold bothered her?
an idiotic
Based
comic relief
Fucking
character.
J-Mac.
I don't think he's that bad. Also, like 3 major animation errors. I can write a manifesto about
Oh.
how much I loathe Frozen.
Nice.
Mhm.
And then compare
Yeah.
Frozen 1 to Frozen 2, and you'll realize that Frozen was a much better movie.
Yeah, that's true.
What about the
Yeah,
sequels?
so
That's a
that's why-
good point.
Let's
Those
get
horrible
everyone in
sequels.
the list here so we can go and talk about where we are.
Never.
That's why Frozen belongs in C tier and Frozen 2 belongs in D tier.
Okay, so
Um,
Frozen to D tier. Let's just put it because you know what? Moana. Where's Moana? I like Moana.
C tier.
Moana's cute. C?
C. Yeah.
Now Moana 2.
Oh, high
I-
B.
I would go B with it.
B and B.
And then we can put Brother Bear right next to it.
Whoa, Brother
Brother
Bear.
Bear.
Yeah. Let's put Brother Bear in front of that, actually.
The Land
'Cause I
Before
love
Time
Brother
is
Bear.
this whole list. Absolutely no bore. Absolutely. No, I don't think they have singing or anything. It's just cute. I love The Land
I
Before
think
Time.
Ducky sings.
Does
I'm
she?
mad that we don't have the brave little toaster to throw up here. Just saying.
That's true. Why isn't it there?
I don't understand. Okay, wait. Where are we putting Bear Brother? Bear Brother.
Well, it killed the animation, so I don't know.
Was it the last one?
I would put it right behind Treasure Planet.
Yeah, that seems too high.
Yeah, I know
But
that it's
if I
better
want to
than
be like, because you really like it,
Brother
Kitty.
Bear, Bambi.
I think it belongs in C tier, but I mean, I can see
Okay.
it. I can see a low B.
I agree with B tier for the most part, but I think we're doing a disservice to everything in B tier by keeping Tangled and Big Hero 6 in there.
Okay. Also, Pocahontas gets one of the worst cases of history rewrites. Look up what happened to Radcliffe. And well, it ain't pretty.
No,
Radcliffe, the big guy.
it's uplifting story of adventure and friendship. There were 6 Tinkerbell spin-off movies.
Yes, there were.
Wow.
Unfortunately.
6 solo Tinkerbell movies.
Okay, so here-
Tinkerbell,
Doesn't sound like enough.
Tinkerbell and the Lost Treasure, Tinkerbell and the Great Fairy Rescue, Secret of the Wings, the Pirate Fairy.
Seen these
That's a
two.
bit offensive.
Oh, that was the best one.
Tinkerbell and the Legend of the
Fairies.
Never Beast.
I think the most offensive thing about this list is that we have Big Hero 6 instead of Wall-E.
Is
Well,
Wally
that's
even in
Pixar.
here? Oh,
It's
you're
Pixar,
you're
so
It's Pixar.
That's
They-
my
they
complaint.
separated out.
Wall-E's not fucking
Okay,
here.
guys, Oliver and Company needs to be put somewhere. I think.
Yeah, I go
that
C
goes
with
in
Oliver.
minimum.
Yeah.
Never seen it.
It's cute. It's a dirty dog. It's great.
It's better
Bold
than a
and
Frozen
go in
by
D tier.
100%.
Here, come on, guys! It taught us all the things we need to know about the whole thing, the whole journey of life.
Pinocchio is B tier.
I want to see Peterson's tier list.
Well, it depends on what you mean by tier list.
Oh,
What do you mean by A? What do you mean by S? Bolt.
Fantasia 2000. Oh, we're just skipping
what-
over
what is it
Fantasia
at?
2000.
Because I don't know.
So
If you
it's
have an
definitely
A
a step down from
S tier, send
Fantasia.
that another S tier. Isn't that just ass?
Sorry,
Uh,
Fantasia.
Do we end up
Wait,
doing Fantasia in A? Where is
It's-
Fantasia?
Yeah,
B.
for some reason it's in S tier.
It's
Oh,
a
it's in
B.
D tier?
Oh, it deserves it. Great. Yeah, I mean, 2000's a step down, but it's not bad. That looks
Okay,
great
so-
to me. But somebody else move it.
Okay.
I just
I put it a little bit further away from the original or whatever it is.
Little Mermaid is
Bolt.
definitely better than it.
Bolt is in F tier. It's not a good movie.
All right.
It has the word discombobulated, so I like it. D.
Okay.
Deal.
I really appreciate that assessment. It has this word, therefore I like it.
It's my favorite. It's my like
Okay.
Gordon. It's we still reference it in daily life. It needs to have some sort of bump for that
Let's
because
put a pin in it.
Deal.
this thing I
Raya,
watched.
the
Never saw
last.
F
There's
tier.
some kind of fun stuff in it, but yeah, it is not great.
I never
I mean,
saw
I
it.
watched it at my sister's house because the kids were watching it. That's basically it.
He's got a sword that's not solid. It's like a whip.
You have a good night, J Mac.
you have
Good
a
night,
sister?
Jack. About children's movies hitting the sack. Listen, there are amazing movies. Thank you, J Mac, for your service.
Later, J Mac.
What would you want to do?
Three Caballeros in season.
No, wait.
That's good.
Encanto is people are wild about Encanto. Where do you put that?
I never saw
I mean,
it.
it's got, isn't it Lin-Manuel Miranda as well? I know they've got the We Don't Talk About Bruno song. or
F
whatever.
tier. It's F tier. Daddy.
For me,
Okay.
it's haven't seen. I think I've like seen a little bit of it. Okay, F tier.
I haven't seen it.
It's kind of interesting. It's not
Saludos,
great, though.
amigos. What the hell, dude? Why?
I have
haven't
no
seen.
idea
Not as
what
good
that
as
one
Three
is.
Caballeros.
Three
Where do we
Caballeros
put
is
it?
great. C tier.
Yeah, I'd
Okay.
go see.
Fun and
Uh,
fancy free.
Hmm.
Isn't that
another-
That is the Jack and the
the
Beanstalk one.
That is.
It's a
I'll
go B.
classic.
B.
Okay.
Eh.
I do not
And the other
remember
ones?
either of these two.
Yep.
Okay, cool. That helps us.
Okay, we have a full list now.
Okay, so
Can I make one last adjustment because I have
Yes.
seen the movie?
Yes.
Black Cauldron, I believe,
hell yeah.
deserves to be an A tier.
okay.
I could go either A or
Not-
B with it.
Kitty, let's be.
I was expecting more because it's like the dark Disney, but it's still damn good. It's
When was
hand-drawn
that?
animation that's great.
Was
I
that
want to
one?
say it was
That was like
late
the 70s,
80s.
right?
I was
it
today
70s?
years old when I realized.
No,
this
it
was
might
a
be early 80s. Sorry, you
Wow.
were you were today years old?
Yes, I didn't know about the Black Cauldron at all.
Oh, treat yourself. I think you would
Maybe
really
it's
enjoy it.
my parents' fault. Oh, my face.
It's their attempt at like a dark story. Apparently, it might be because BMO's parents apparently didn't let him watch it. So
No, not at all.
Maybe that's why my parents didn't make me let me watch it.
I will
Although
say
they
though,
let me watch
it was
the
my mother.
Savages movie. Hey,
Yeah, I didn't know it existed till like a decade ago, and yeah, it's all right. It doesn't hit kind of like I don't know. Sword in the Stone is maybe the closest in like kind of animation, but it's not horrible.
Black Cauldron.
where they put Hercules. Okay, yeah.
It has direct references to sacrifice and torture, and
Mhm.
you might even be able to interpret some essay sort of things, but like that's you reading a bit too far into it, if you ask me. But it's pretty dark.
Some
You
sexual
have Dumbo
animosity.
C tier.
Uh,
A lot of the classics, actually,
B
like the
tier.
original classics.
C tier. Oof.
No, there
and
it's
on it, man, I'm still upset that we have Tangled and Big Hero 6 in B tier. Everything
I
else in B tier is way better than both of them.
Bluetooth headphones.
I do agree with that. Well, mostly.
I'd be down
I
with
think
moving it.
I don't think Fantasia deserves to be in B.
Why? What's your
Like,
argument
this
that
isn't more-
Fantasia
more
isn't amazing?
So more specifically, the 2000 one. I don't
Oh,
think it
yeah,
belongs in B.
Sorry, I
Fantasia
thought you were talking the original. It's like it's
The
great.
original, I think B is where that deserves to stay. I've seen a lot of it. I don't like the beginning of it because it's just a lot of like, oh, here's the Big Bang.
Wait. Your first thing was you've seen a lot of it, so it deserves to be in B. So
What's
you haven't
this?
even seen it?
No, I've seen it.
What's this?
I've seen it multiple times.
Okay.
Fantasia.
Okay.
I was talking about the bits of the movie that I don't really care for. There are a lot of really cool scenes in Fantasia, but like when I
Yes,
think of
there are.
good Disney movies, I don't think of Fantasia. I think of other movies.
So while you were away,
The Emperor's New Groove and B A tier.
I think it's really good. I think it's really, really good.
thank you.
You guys
Thank
have it
you.
above
I
Snow
appreciate
White
that, Zax.
I do.
and
have
above
it
Gumbo.
See,
Yeah.
like,
Zax wants to move stuff.
yes, please.
Yeah.
Well, I want to
let
move
him.
stuff too.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm
let
just
No way
saying, like,
Pocahontas is above Little Mermaid.
I'd say let Gray get some moves in and Zax get his moves in because like
They're-
Gray hasn't
Start
moved
taking
a lot,
turns.
and Zax just got here.
I mean, like Snow White is without Snow White, there is none of this, the rest of this stuff. So if you're using that as any kind of a bonus point, I think it deserves a bump based on that. And it was like it's the classic rewatchable Disney film. And Emperor's New Groove, I don't think anyone would miss it if it was gone. To be
Damn.
honest, like
Shot through the heart.
it was fine, but it's
It's
not. It
fine.
didn't build anything. It's not like
Okay,
It's not
no, you
carrying
know,
out
you're
a success
getting
of a
meta
TV
here.
show.
You're getting meta. We got to talk about. I guess if it's tier making, you have to think about the rest. But I don't know.
Oh yeah, we're at the meta point, Kitty.
Okay, we're at the meta point. Okay, because I if we had to go with literally how much we watched it. I guess we can't because it's all of us together. Okay.
Yeah, this is why this is a great idea for a panel.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm just like, I was listening to you guys, and so you all sound reasonable when you're giving your reasons at the time. But look at the list now. I'm looking at you see the great,
Yeah, it looks a
great
little-
Mouse Detective and S.
That was because it got paid. It got bumped up.
Okay.
By,
It's got Vincent Price though. It's
That's
pretty
fair.
great.
Smile, everyone.
$20 and Vincent Price.
I haven't seen it, so
You haven't seen it.
I don't think I've seen it.
Oh, you should do yourself a favor.
If I don't remember it, I know that I haven't. I'm just going to say I haven't seen it.
Well, spoilers. He's a mouse, but also a great detective. Pretty great.
Allegedly.
Okay, so what do we move out of S tier?
Hunchback.
Wait, it was Zach's turn.
What is
Blah, blah, blah.
where's Hunchback? Hey Blair.
Yeah.
It's an S tier.
Oh yeah, get it out of there.
Thank
Thank you, Zach.
Dorcas.
Finally,
Get it out of there.
I don't
Somebody's
understand how this happened.
It's
It's
because
good.
like
It's just not that good.
It's just the songs.
What
Theatre
song?
Kid Dorcas wanted it up here. So where do we put it? B.
What's below F?
Oh, come on.
Jesus.
It
There's
deserves
only
to be
S tier
here.
or F tier, okay?
Okay,
6
it's not
feet
in
under, please.
Okay, Great Mouse Detective. Oh, sorry, no. Tell me what to move
Zach
from S
hates
tier.
bad posture.
I hate what?
Bad
Bad
I
posture.
hate bad posture. I do.
He's
Okay, so-
ableist.
So which
Ableist
which
indeed. Guilty. So what can move up to S tier?
mm,
I keep trying to control the screen even though I can't. I'm so I'm so used to like, yeah, I can't do anything here. I mean, I think you have to move Snow White up. You have no choice. Like
so
it's
where
not
do you
even that
wanna-
I'm a big fan of the movie, but it is like the
it
classic. It
needs-
was the first. It was the cherry pop of all of the Disney animation after that. Like, and if it failed, they failed.
Okay,
and
so
so
it has
I
to
think
be S tier.
It has OG status to me.
Okay, so it has to
It
just
does not belong in front of Mulan.
well
You're only saying
I'm
that because
bitter
Mulan is
about
so
this,
diverse.
obviously.
It's not as
Wait,
diverse.
what?
I get that. Mulan,
Hey,
you're
this is-
DEI.
Oh my gosh.
Mulan is a DEI hire for sure. Although I heard it
Wait,
was
look,
good, but you guys, the live action was better. Maybe you think?
Hell no.
Oh fuck no!
I
I
haven't watched
actually
the live
rewatched that. I rewatched Mulan live action yesterday for this panel, just in case we were going to be like arguing the merits between live actions and the ones we love. Mulan's absolutely amazing, and the live action is stripping away all of the heart and soul of everything that.
there's no
actually-
Mushu, right?
No Mushu.
Mushu. I honestly, there's no Mushu, but that's the least of my fucking cares. Like the fact that they did the same thing with all of the character development and interaction that they did with Mushu by replacing them with a cheap imitation that's like ham-fisted and on the nose, but doesn't actually
What did
provide
they replace
anything
him
to the
with?
story. The fucking phoenix that just flies through the sky every once in a while. Like that's all that's supposed to be the replacement for Mushu.
No, that's not a replacement.
But yeah, exactly. Neither is anything else in the story for what was originally in the
There's no
fucking
cricket.
movie.
If
There's
there's
no
no-
cricket.
Yeah,
There's no
if
cricket.
there's no
There's no-
if there's no yeah.
Look, all the characters
The
that
whole-
you love are not necessarily going to be there, and if they are there, they're not those characters. It is fucking abhorrent, and that's just the characters. Everything else about the movie is also just shallow as shit. And let's face it, like if I'm not gonna put on my fucking tinfoil hat, I still feel like it comes across as fucking propaganda for the Chinese government. It's fucking. Come
It
on.
is.
I mean, it was filmed right by those Uyghur death camps, you know?
Yes, they
Right.
fucking thanked them in the credits.
They're
Seriously?
not death
Yeah.
camps. No.
No,
No,
they're rehabilitation
re-education
centers.
camps. My bad.
Re-education.
How do we always land up talking about some sort of genocide when you when I'm
Because
trying
it's
to
China. Because it's China. They can't fucking help themselves,
talk about
apparently.
Disney movies and stuff.
Ever since China went red, they can't fucking stop.
Okay, so we moved Snow White.
Tarzan has to go because I love AJ, but it's not S tier. It can go down. It makes room for Snow White. Yeah.
Okay, and it goes to just we'll put it in A.
Yeah, I think it's A tier. I think it's borderline for sure.
Mm-hmm.
You know, but I think that if they'd race swapped him, it would be better. They should have had a black Tarzan, and I think that would be S tier for sure. It's just unrealistic.
Wouldn't that be a little on the nose that you have a black man raised by gorillas? Like that feels a little. I don't know. I don't know. Sounds like you're saying
feels
something.
What?
Feels like you're saying something. Right? No, Jesus Christ.
Okay, we put Robin Hood here. We put Robin Hood here because
I did.
Yeah, it deserves it.
Sword in the Stone. I guess in terms of popularity, and the fact that most people will bring it up, I understand it's here, but for me, not even a thing.
I would put it in A tier.
Kick it, yeah.
Just saying.
What is the overall criteria? Like, how are we grading these things? Because it's really
personal.
We're really just grasping in the dark and trying to convince each other.
Yeah, I was gonna say this seems to be how
when
we
you
feel
tell
about
me
it.
if I agree with you at that point, I'll move it.
So I don't know. I feel like we've got a couple in A tier that I don't think quite reach it. Like the same thing that I was saying about B tier with like Tangled and Big Hero 6, saying that everything else in B tier is kind of brought down by them being there. I say the same thing for A tier as well.
I think like Pocahontas. Yeah.
I'd say that like
I agree with
Wreck-It
that
Ralph.
completely. I hope we're talking about the same ones.
I'd say that Wreck-It Ralph and Emperor's New Groove should be in B tier, and like Emperor's New Groove, I genuinely love. Don't get me wrong, but I would say that Wreck-It Ralph, saying B tier, I'm being generous, but you know, everybody, I'm not trying to fucking shit on everybody's opinion either.
I am.
You should.
Hey. But yeah, and then Emperor's New Groove, I think, should be in B tier, personally.
Where the fuck is it?
To the right of
first row of A's,
and
second from the end.
Okay, there. Okay.
And then, fucking okay. Can I just give one last move and I'll shut the fuck up?
Yes.
I
hope it's the one I'm thinking.
Big Hero 6 needs to go the fuck down to C tier or D tier.
Z tier.
Yeah, no, just C tier or D tier, one of the two. I'll let that be up to whoever, but it does not belong in B tier. That honestly feels really good to me right there.
Come on, it's better than both.
It can't be above both.
It's better than Frozen 2.
Yes, it is better than Frozen 2.
It's better than
it's easier when we get into one tier where you can rate them like along there.
You know what? Yeah, I do think it's better than Zootopia as well. Yeah.
Okay, wait. Zootopia
is at the front of the tier there.
Oh, okay, so it's better than Zootopia. Chicken Little, I think she'd go to F.
Do it.
I'm down with that.
Get it out of here.
Yeah.
Chicken Little.
This fucking guy.
Yeah, this fucking guy, exactly.
That's what it's giving, this fucking guy. Dumbo.
I don't hate Dinosaur, but like, should Dinosaur be in the same category as Tarzan, Jungle Book, Lady and the Tramp, Aladdin, Beauty and the Beast, Pocahontas? It feels like it's a tier below.
I was thinking we haven't been so it should be where it should be B, right?
Go B at the highest. I'm not as familiar with it. I know I saw it, but it didn't have as much of an impact on me.
Yeah.
Who rewatched Mulan live action for this? Who was that?
It was Galente.
It was Galente.
That's commitment.
I've unfortunately seen it though. Yeah, that's a lot of commitment. I don't think I could ever watch that again.
Because live action Mulan is basically just a really badly made Chinese martial arts movie.
Not even that, man.
We guys, the whole topic of the stream is adaptation. So I think we need to finish this up.
Fair
Go
enough.
into
Okay, we're
comparisons.
If I could change one more thing, I'd move Aladdin to A. Come on, what other street rat have you ever heard of that you can sing a song about? And there's a whole new world out there for
Yeah,
everybody.
he is. Yeah, he's there.
wow.
I would go up to S with Aladdin, is what I was
Oh,
saying.
okay. Okay, S. Yeah, I
look at the
suppose.
lower part of the
And
list.
better than Fox and Land.
I'm,
Aladdin
I'm-
versus
I'm-
Mulan.
Oh, Mulan.
Mm.
Like I'll fight tooth and nail over the.
In watch time, it would probably be Aladdin.
I would,
Probably, yeah.
man.
Definitely, yeah.
But so just because you watched it more doesn't mean that the story isn't as
No.
efficient.
I know,
you
but
know?
I'm saying
Like
it would be so much better if we could just use watch time, Kitty's watch time.
I
'Cause
mean, like,
that's-
okay.
So tell me how where in Aladdin can you point to the just such a dramatic shift of the song of a girl was fighting for
yeah.
being
no,
so jovial and
I'm going to show you a whole new
pleasant.
world.
And
Listen,
then you transition into the scene
You know
of
what?
them walking into the village that's burnt to the ground
You know
and
what, in terms of
bodies
the-
are
okay.
everywhere and oh
Dare close your
Let's
eyes.
go for emotions. Okay, so the emotions. Right, then this got to
I'm
move.
totally cool. Mulan made a man out of me, so I'm totally cool with it being a little bit higher up, but Aladdin's got to be up there.
Yeah.
dude, I think Aladdin is fucking phenomenal.
Mhm.
And
The Great
in
Mouse
fact,
Detective is for me. It's not
Gotta
even
go.
not even a
It's
factor.
paid for.
yeah,
Paid for.
Yeah.
I got-
20
I got
bucks,
that.
though.
Would,
20
I would
bucks is
actually
20
replace
bucks.
it. Or replace it with Beauty and the
so
Beast.
I think JMac would be
What?
happy with us at least entertaining the possibility of it being there for this long, but also appreciate us being fucking honest with ourselves and moving that.
Kitty,
Yeah.
we got to replace the Great Mouse Detective with Beauty and the Beast, like up there. If we're going off of the emotional side of things and all that, like
Okay.
Beauty and the Beast is close to being one of the OGs.
But
If
keep in
not one of
mind,
the
the
OGs.
animation hardly even goes into the Black Plague. With the live action, we at least have Belle's mother's backstory. Come
Oh,
on, can
really?
it truly be S tier?
Unbelievable. Rex.
No, Gray, that reminds me. What is that movie? Seeing Red, where the girl turns into like a red.
Oh,
panda or something?
No.
You remember
It's
like
an
the
allegory for
comic
Yes,
story?
it's awesome.
Yeah,
It's the
You remember
female
them-
version of Teen Wolf. It's great.
But why weren't they
Okay,
talking about
I think
9/11? It was
we-
done in 2001.
yeah.
Go. Let's start with F, right? Okay. Is this in the right order?
I've never seen Raya, so I don't know.
Oh,
I've never seen
cool.
Encanto. Never. I
So-
have no idea.
No.
Okay.
Don't know.
I will say that like I didn't watch Encanto through and through. It was while my ex's family had it playing multiple times during a visit. But what I would say is from what I've seen of Encanto is that it's way better than Wreck-It Ralph Breaks the Internet, Raya the Last Dragon, and Chicken Little. I'd at least put it in D tier, and
Wow.
I'd say put it in C tier, but I can't say I watched it entirely.
Okay, but-
I'd say-
I think of the F, I think we can say it's at the top then.
yeah, at the
I'd
very
go
least.
top of the F. That one song gets stuck in your head.
I don't remember it. Okay, so Big Hero 6, Zootopia, Frozen 2, Bolt.
Frozen 2 definitely goes behind Bolt.
Okay.
I can at least remember some of Bolt
Right.
as a movie.
Yeah, and I
Um,
feel like that's accurate.
Better,
And
Big Hero 6.
Zootopia, Big Hero 6 could go either way, and I wouldn't feel
No, I
anything.
think it deserves where it's at right now.
Okay, so that works. Then C. Okay, Frozen is at the top here. I don't know what the hell this is. Oliver, Dumbo's.
Okay. With the list that we've created, Ichabod and Toad could go down to D.
Okay.
Yes, it could, and it
Yeah.
deserves it.
Before Frozen. Yeah.
Yeah.
I've only seen it
Frozen 2.
twice.
Yeah.
That's two
I
times
don't-
too many.
Zax, we good with that? Do
mm.
you even remember this?
No.
I'm
I'm sure it's fine.
Throw.
You got any love for Dumbo, Zach?
I do.
Yeah, Dumbo. You like the racism in Dumbo?
Are you down with C, or should it be higher
loved
than
it.
C?
I think it should be higher than C. I think it should be at least a B. I mean,
Okay.
it's what, 1940 something. Like that's
And no, I
old.
think
It's so
think-
old.
no, I think Zach's is on point with that one. Like Dumbo deserves much more recognition than it gets for like the trials and tribulations that the fucking characters go through. It might be a bit racist, you know, like
No,
I
Yeah,
mean,
I like
like
those
of
crows.
its time.
and I'm doing air quotes when I say racist. But like there is literally like, you know, Jim the Crow.
Yeah.
Which is kind of funny.
Uh-huh.
I find that to be more tongue in cheek than racist, but
I don't. Yeah, I don't. I get why people who want to find things to be upset about are upset about it, but I just, yeah, Song of the South. I agree, it should be on here.
yeah.
Is it Uncle?
Yeah,
Is it
we
Uncle
put
Tom
that
or Uncle
in
Jim? Who's
triple
the
S
uncle in
plus,
that?
right?
I don't know, but I know the songs. I actually don't know the story.
Zippity doo
I thought
dah.
the story was like an African
Yeah,
story.
zippity doo dah.
It is worth a watch. It's literally worth a watch just to kind of like have a
Uncle Remus, there you
time
go.
capsule into what media could have been like back in that time.
Uncle Remus, that's what they are.
Uncle Ruckus. So the
That's very different.
Very fucking different.
Frozen is at the top of C, which
How do you feel
I
about that?
don't know if I would put Sleeping Beauty ahead of it because I mean, Sleeping Beauty as a movie, in my opinion, sucks. It's not great.
I think that Sleeping Beauty has moments that just make it stand out amongst the classics. But those moments are not consistent. And I feel like Frozen has nothing that makes it stand out outside of or within the classics other than some catchy songs. But what it does, it is extremely consistent at through and through. So I don't really know how I'd value one or the over the other.
You know
Like-
what I would say about yeah.
It's like Diamond in the Rough versus a round marble, you know.
I think Zax would say, "Get it out of here."
Yeah, let's go.
What Frozen
Yeah, just get it
Yeah,
out
Frozen can go. Frozen can get gone.
to D?
Are we gonna put Frozen below Frozen 2?
That would be awesome.
Okay,
I've
hold on.
not seen either, to be fair.
To what I wanted to ask as well, like actually what I wanted to say, what do you guys think of the idea with Sleeping Beauty? If I'm talking about a movie that was more interesting to me, the Maleficent was more interesting to me than Sleeping Beauty.
It's
That
fine.
was pretty good.
I would put Maleficent above Sleeping Beauty in terms of enjoyment in a movie.
Wasn't
Is it
Maleficent
animated?
No, it's live
No.
action.
It's animated.
Yeah.
but Maleficent is
Angelina
with,
Jolie, though.
Angelina Jolie. I just enjoy
The
her
Tomb
face.
Raider herself.
Wasn't that to initially a play, right? Like a musical?
What
Not
Maleficent?
sure.
No.
I know
Yeah.
Wicked was, but I don't know.
That's-
I know Wicked
Maleficent
definitely was, but I think Maleficent was adapted from either a play or a novel that was essentially like fan fiction. But
What I can
doubt
say
it.
about
might-
Frozen,
I might be fucking imagining shit.
the best argument for Frozen that I have is that when you go to kids' parties and there's an Elsa, she's usually a 7 or an 8, at least. The
just
Elsas are
cute.
always cute. Yeah, they're always good.
Goes to a birthday party to rate little girls 7 or 8.
Well, they're not little girls.
Well,
They're
no, the costume.
Yeah, hello, they're a woman. the little
There is.
girl.
7 or 8.
entertains kids. We also have a Spider-Man. There was a Spider-Gwen. There was Elsa, and then like some dumpy.
I'm sorry. If you're going to a children's birthday party to
my God,
hook
here we go.
up with the Elsa, it
No, you're
feels
not
like
looking up. You're looking.
Oh,
well,
There's
it
nothing
feels
to
like
do at a kid's party.
right. I'm
You
just
don't
saying,
have
but if you are
you don't
there
have to touch
hook
the
up,
talent.
I'm not saying you are, but I'm saying if you are there to hook up, it
You
does
just look,
come
but don't
across as
touch.
you're like hanging outside of like divorce court trying to
Oh.
fucking hook up with somebody. You know, it's like
Hey,
this is
I'm
kind of
married. I should be so
kind of
lucky.
weird, my guy. Not saying you would do
I'm
it.
married.
Not saying you said
Oh,
you did it.
no,
But
no.
like,
Here's what you're missing. You don't. I don't know if you have kids, but when you have to go to a kids party and there's a moderately attractive mom or paid talent, then it makes the whole experience a little bit better. You don't ever
Oh,
have
I
to
know.
do anything with it. But who wants to be around ugly people? Like nobody. So I'm like, okay, well, this makes it a bit better. I don't care about the kids, right? At all. I don't want to play with the kids. But if I have to talk to an adult, I'm telling you, trust me, it's better if they're good looking. And it doesn't matter. I'm not going to do anything about it.
If it's a good looking party clown, you know, fucking I'll Google.
If you're
Don't
ranking,
do clowns.
Yeah.
That's super creepy. Don't do
Honk.
clowns.
That's the
Where
point
can I
I'm
find
making.
an Elsa stripper? I think that's a question of money. I think you can get the Elsa probably to strip if you offer her double. I don't know.
Money and
But
dignity. And it's a graph.
You take what entertainment you can get.
this is hurting my brain, guys.
It's too much. You've gone too far.
Try. Yeah,
Okay.
it's too many.
I can make one controversial move here.
Okay.
You S-tiered too close to the sun.
Yeah.
Okay, with the list that we have here, I think Brother Bear doesn't belong in B anymore.
Okay.
Or if it needs to go like right ahead of Dumbo.
Mm.
Because like in
The
terms
only
of,
thing that my brain
I wouldn't
can
even
do
put
is
Dinosaur
take
in
two,
B with this list.
and my only thing my brain can do is take two and compare them. That's all it can do now. Disney princess tier list. Should we do that?
Yeah.
Seeing
Alien
as
Queen.
we were on about that.
That's here.
I was on about that.
Do you have? Can you drive for us, Zax? As in, like, you share the screen.
Oh,
I was
sure.
gonna say like it'd take him a long time to get to Dubai, but
Yeah, it's a long trip. You want me to share the screen?
Yeah, I would prefer you driving. That's all I'm saying.
Oh, okay. She wants the man to drive.
What are we? What am I sharing?
For us to do the princey tier list.
Princess tier
tier
list?
Oh, the princess tier list.
list.
And it's, you know what? It's 8 a.m. It's 9 a.m. for me.
Wait a second. Wait, that
Have
means
you had
actually
coffee?
there was a movie that was missing from that list, and that was Brave. Brave's
Oh,
not
that's
Pixar, is it?
Isn't Brave
Oh,
also
yeah.
Pixar? Am I wrong?
Yeah, it's Disney Pixar. But
Because I don't think they included any of the Pixar ones on there.
that's
None of
I
them.
noticed that. I was so fucking
It's
frustrated.
just
at
fun
that.
because Toy
Wall-E.
Story would be an S tier, and so would Toy Story 2 and Toy Story 3.
I disagree with you on Toy Story 3. Like I love Toy Story and I love Toy Story 2, and Toy Story 3 is just Toy Story 2 again.
But
Mhm.
better.
But better. Like it's literally
there's a
the
fluffy
same
bear.
fucking thing. The only thing that's
Incinerator.
different is
That scene is great.
the only thing that's different is that they're trying to pull at your emotional heartstrings more
This
with the
is right.
symbolism, like the angry
It worked,
old
though.
man being a fluffy teddy bear, and the fact that the death that they're facing is literally an incinerator. It's literally just manipulation to make the same thing that they did before seem more visceral
better.
now. Seem more visceral, but it's literally the same thing.
Aren't you literally describing Disney? Like what you're
Yeah.
seeing is the same thing, but they're pulling at your heartstrings. It
Okay.
seems to me like
yes,
that's
but-
kind of a description of Disney.
But my
Let's focus.
problem.
Let's refocus here.
Mulan. I think that's who she is.
B tier.
I'd put her A tier minimum, but you know me, I'm just fucking.
You like
We
Asians?
get it. You have yellow fever.
Oh man,
Jasmine
Okay.
was Pocahontas was S tier for me.
I feel like it's funnier if I don't argue against it.
Pocahontas is S tier. Okay.
I mean, I'm just
Interesting.
looking here in terms of the top of them. So I'm deciding the top is S. So
Okay.
Pocahontas for me.
Mm.
We gotta find who the average is.
Wait,
and then
we're
we'll
only
just
considering the
go away.
top. Okay, Ariel.
Cinderella.
Yes.
Like, are we
Ariel
doing this based off of looks, or are we doing this based
Yeah,
off
I'll
of
be
character
basing
traits?
this, guys. I don't know. Just
Like,
yeah.
because
I would say don't tell on yourself.
well, like if we're just gonna do this off of like looks, then like I'm gonna be betraying my values as a story.
Princess Jasmine, A
enthusiast,
tier.
But
Yeah.
Sleeping
Jasmine
Beauty,
A?
C tier.
Like,
Come on, Jasmine S.
to be perfectly honest, I'd put Snow White in D tier highest if it were going off of
Damn.
look. But
You just don't like the haircut.
dude, that bob just makes her look
Mhm.
goofy.
Bob's your uncle.
She's kind of plain. I don't disagree.
I'd say Anna can join her.
Yeah. Anna.
Mm.
Yeah. Is this one Anna?
Yeah.
Think
She's
so.
got
That was
red
the
hair,
dumpy
though.
one with Elsa. Okay.
She's got red hair though.
Yeah,
Belle.
but what's her name from Brave looks
Belle.
way better.
Belle, I'll
Bell's
put
at least
Belle
a
in
B.
A or B.
Well,
Kinda
and
gay,
you know, it's funny. Like Belle's name literally means beauty, and there are so many prettier princesses in her. It's
I do think Jasmine is S tier.
Whoa,
I think so too.
wow.
Fucking
That
saying
Zax just fucking like making a hard flick there, like it was
Get her
fucking
out. It
was a
Counter
move.
Strike or something. Like,
Well, yeah. Let's go.
yeah.
Are you guys arguing? Is this one? Do you want her to go higher?
I would go to a C
on-
tier.
Yeah,
I
Well,
would
because
make
of
her, I
character.
would put her above. Yeah, C tier. Yeah. Yeah.
C tier minimum. Yeah.
Go also C tier. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong on that one.
I would argue for B tier, but if we're all
Okay.
like, else on C tier, fucking let's stick with that.
Yeah. DEI
I'll
higher
put
for
Cinderella
sure, but
in C as well.
So again, I'm gonna argue from looks here. What's her fucking face from Brave belongs in fucking A tier to S tier.
Merida.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Who the hell's the
yeah.
third one with the
Merida?
mustard colored background?
Sleeping Beauty.
Beauty. No, she
That's
can
Sleeping Beauty?
Yeah.
She's not a character. Like I don't really know her. Just-
Yeah, she's not.
She belongs in F tier. Just saying.
she's pretty,
let's
but
go
I
F
don't
tier.
know her. Like that's why, like the brave girl, she's not pretty, but she's S tier to me as well because she just
No,
pretty. What are
I
you
think
talking
oh my god, she's hot as fuck. If she was of age, you know, come on now.
Dude, her bow skills.
They're all of
alone.
age. They're all 21.
Shut the fuck up. I don't care.
all of marriageable age apparently. Yes.
Yes.
When we're talking about like
Merida
oh,
is above all of them. A like S
Okay.
A of S.
Ooh.
If you know what I'm saying, she's the
I like
first
how
of
we've left out the blondes.
if we're talking
Yeah, where
about
does the
just
hairy one go?
princesses, we just need to like stop talking about most of them, you know. So
Kitty, who do you want to move to S?
No, I just want to move Merida to the front of S, and you know what? We can move Pocahontas down. Pocahontas
I love
to
that you say Merida like you say burrito.
burrito.
You say Merida.
Pocahontas can stay there, I think, for now.
Okay.
Okay. but
Elsa,
No,
C or D.
no,
no.
yeah, C or D. B. Then.
Elsa's
C.
just got the freaking lesbian eyes. That's all that's going for her.
I'd say Cinderella. Like,
About her eyes.
Cinderella
I think-
deserves nothing higher than the bottom of C.
Cinderella, I think
Okay.
she goes in C tier, yeah. We've got
I
two
feel like-
versions of Cinderella there too,
Yes.
because Princess and the
I don't
Wait,
know
Frog
who
that's
is
a
rehashing.
second Cinderella? I was wondering who's the one holding the like theater or opera glasses.
Sleeping
or
No, that
whatever,
is
right?
Sleeping Beauty. No, I was
You got
talking
Sleeping
about
Beauty?
the Princess and the
Yeah.
Frog
Sleeping
lady.
Beauty F.
Down here,
They
you
are-
say?
No, that's not sleeping.
No.
That's
They're both Cinderella. They can both stay in C tier.
no, that's the Princess and the Frog.
I'm looking at a Family Guy
Oh.
immigration chart right now, Zach.
That's right. Hey, I'm good. I've got two browns on the top.
Yeah,
So-
we've got a little bit of
whatever.
diversity up
Wow.
It's enough diversity.
And honestly,
Moana's a
Moana,
I think.
I don't.
Moana could be.
Everything
known.
besides her face is B tier. Just saying.
It's the
But
Rock.
I think-
Isn't she the Rock?
Oh, considering Moana 2,
I
she
don't
can
think that
stay
she's
there,
the Rock,
honestly.
no. Oh, man.
Tangled Girl.
Moana though?
Is
Is
Rapunzel?
Moana F tier?
Oh, that's who this is?
Yes.
Oh,
Yeah, that's
Rapunzel?
Rapunzel.
She's
B.
She's the hairy one.
Is she the hairy one?
Oh, there
Look,
we go.
look. If the sister
thought you
from
meant
Frozen
Moana.
is D tier, so is she.
I can accept C or D.
I'm
Okay.
trying to, I think she's better than Elsa. for me. She's better than
Really?
Elsa.
Yeah, I think I could go above Elsa.
Mm.
I
So
mean,
swap
just-
who Elsa.
Mm,
Man, this list is anti-blondes.
She looks really young.
I'm sorry.
she does.
and it's
We,
predominantly.
we were
Sleeping
going by
Beauty.
the rule that they're all of age.
Sleeping,
Sleeping
Beauty,
Beauty,
can
I
go
know,
into
I know.
F.
Yeah, Sleeping Beauty is
Yeah.
F, and she's
think-
asleep. Like she's even
And then
Moana's
I-
better than her.
Look, Moana deserves better than Sleeping
Moana
Beauty.
deserves a D or a C. Okay,
Yeah,
I
but-
actually at least
but
liked
Sleeping
Moana
Beauty-
as a character.
I just want to
She-
put Sleeping Beauty behind Moana at the very
Let's see
least.
what happens by the time I get back.
Are you sure?
Yeah. Yeah. Because most of the people
I
on
think-
this panel didn't recognize who the fuck she was.
Most
I
people,
think
that was
Moana-
great.
Yeah, I asked twice. I still don't know if that really is Sleeping Beauty. She's got bad accessories.
Until you said it.
I was
And then
thinking Moana
Moana.
above Snow White, but that could just be me.
I
Yeah,
agree
I'm
with
with
this
that as well.
assessment.
I am with that as well.
Sleeping Beauty should go ahead of her, I'm thinking, because it like personality wise, I think she has the best personality on this panel.
The sex is like she's brown and
her arc-
kind of a man, you know.
Her arc is fantastic. Sleeping Beauty, she's like, she doesn't have to even do anything to forward her story.
Yeah.
Yes,
It's so
she's
compelling.
on heroin. Dildo.
It's so
She's on heroin.
compelling.
Let's go.
She's such a great character because she literally
She
does
is.
nothing throughout the whole fucking movie.
Yes, and it's improvement. If she
Yes, that's
opened her
great.
mouth,
That's
it would have been a worse
Right.
movie.
exactly. And Moana talks all the time.
I feel like
True.
we just seized the opportunity while Kitty was away to do that. And that was beautiful.
Do what?
Nothing.
None of the isms.
Moana is the worst.
Were you guys being racist?
No.
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 A little bit.
Sexist?
Not racist, just sexist.
Racismus?
Preferential.
Alright. The whole thing is sexist because we're ranking females, apparently.
Oh
I
my
don't
god,
care.
that makes it sexist.
Man,
we
if
did it
only
to
they
dudes,
didn't
Alright.
it'd be sexist
exist.
too.
Do we want to rank princes next?
Oh, they all look the same.
Not
They
my
also don't have
street rap.
princes in these movies. Like these are all female leads, so they get to be graded. That's how it works.
All right. So we're doing this based off of looks, right? So let me ask if we
I'm
could
not saying
throw
that.
in if we could throw a male character into here, where would
No.
we put Gaston?
Oh, definitely
yes.
S tier.
S tier. Gaston rules.
Dude,
I-
you're the
I
very
Stone
had-
is the best.
He is the character I had to
He
ask.
is the
you for
hero.
Fucking gender flip, right?
10 dozen eggs.
Oh,
So he's roughly the size of a barge. Let's go.
and an absolute fucking douchebag, but fucking goddamn is he handsome.
Hey, he knows what cultural values matter in his village.
Does he?
Yes. You don't have to worry about reading. Go off and hunt.
Right,
Do
exactly.
something useful.
Zax is not pro reading, so
No. No.
Yeah, reading's not helpful for formulating a healthy
Nope.
society with other people.
They did it
Terrible for
before
that.
reading. Come on.
Yeah, and it got better after it, believe it or not.
After reading?
Yeah.
No, then
It-
people
see,
started
when
getting
people get
ideas.
reading and they get ideas, and when they get ideas, they do dumb shit.
And then they get ideas like doing farming, and like water purification, and they can pass on that
Oh,
information
no.
to future generations.
Not
and
in a
shit.
book.
Like God,
It's almost
damn,
as if
hell
there were
yeah, you
entire
can.
societies that were just doing word of mouth.
Yeah.
And it still works.
Yeah, and look how far they got before they had fucking
Whoa.
written word.
That's a bit racist. even
I
for me,
can't
guys.
believe I'm sitting here advocating for like written word.
No, don't do it.
What
Uh-oh.
are you, fishmonger?
Wow.
Oh,
Okay.
nice.
God.
Okay.
Okay.
We
So
decided
we can
they were
only
all-
rank
Yeah. they're all
Cinderella and Tiana. Okay.
Tia and Samara?
Well, the thing is, they're all
Tia's better.
they're all getting married.
Delete that
so-
comment.
Tiana's
You know what?
expired.
I got you.
I think we're good. We got two gingers at the top. I think they deserve to be there. We got two browns, like one of each.
And okay, so if we've been doing this,
Diversity.
they're all of age, and we've totally not been doing it off of looks. I don't think Mulan deserves A tier. I love
agree with
Mulan
you.
as a character, but
Okay.
maybe B tier.
Ooh.
Wow.
I think
Like, I
Moana
love
deserves
Mulan as a
better than F.
character, but like with this, like dynamic of totally not by the hottest. Yeah, maybe B tier.
Are you thinking you want some bedroom eyes up there instead?
No, leave the lesbian
no,
eyes
no,
down
no,
there.
no, no,
Wait,
bring that shit
where's
back
Nala
down. What
in
the
all of
fuck
this?
are you doing, son?
Where is Nala? Where is Nala with her fucking eyes? Good question.
Nala wins it all. She's S tier because of those eyes.
Okay.
Do you want
I
Milan
hate you for this,
drop
kitty.
down?
Where's Esmeralda from Hunchback of Notre Dame?
I guess
she's not a
important enough.
princess.
She's
No,
freaking good.
God,
She's
she's
just-
so fucking hot.
She's just
Jesus.
from Romania, guys.
Oh my
She's
god.
just a gypsy.
Yeah. I've had a few
I
beers.
just
I'm sorry.
worked
I'm
what
having
they
fun
give
now.
me, so I don't know. If you want to send me a picture of that chick, we can add it somehow.
Mm.
No, I don't want to
favorite picture of
save
the-
that.
Give me a
Of the
moment.
chick
Hold
in
up.
Notre Dame. Let's go.
Wow.
I'm really thinking that we gotta move Moana up and take what the heck is her name, Annie or whatever in D tier, the Frozen girl that no one cares about. Move her down to F.
Okay, I'm down with that swap. Moana and Anna.
Mm-hmm. Anna, that's what it was.
Are you building a wrestling team?
Yes.
We are.
Hmm.
We're taking state this year.
And I have a soft spot for Islanders, all right?
Not that soft.
No, they're actually quite firm.
Ugh.
Yeah.
Hold
I
on.
like the facial hair. That really gets me going.
Facial hair.
Yeah.
Hey. I
Are
told
we
you guys
talking
I
about
can't
Italian?
Moana here?
my
The
face
Italian
right
is
now.
talking. That's right.
Okay.
Oh.
Because
I
of
like
the
it's
infection.
Portuguese. She's full Portuguese, so it's fine.
Who's Portuguese? Your wife.
My wife.
Yeah, so you know what it's like.
So,
Okay.
Zach, I don't think I have a way to DM you, but I can DM Kitty, and then Kitty can DM you.
Just
Get
give
it all
me
roundabout.
Yeah.
I'll do it. Esmeralda.
No, I've sent it to you right now. And
That's cool.
also there's the heavy metal references if you were curious.
Ooh, nice.
Oh, what? How
Yeah, that's
the
my-
hell?
She's
Was
my
that a
queen.
thing?
S tier.
Yeah,
Oh,
heavy
it's S
metal
tier.
is
great.
is kind of out there.
What
but
the
yes,
hell?
that
It
last-
gets even more graphic if you go heavy metal 2000.
No, I think
Pretty cool.
Esmeralda is the prettiest out of all of them.
Oh, I know, right? Oh my god, that's what I was saying.
The
she's-
green eyes and the dark hair, absolute
Oh,
gem.
Jesus,
Inbred.
You're right, crab feeder. She's a good dwarf woman. We'll move her back up.
man. I'm just saying, Esmeralda, was a childhood crush of mine back when I was a wee little lad.
She's getting the cardinal guy all hot and heavy. He's gonna
Mhm.
burn the place
And-
down because of her.
And her and fucking Quasimodo,
She
had
doesn't fuck
genuine
Quasimodo.
love and care for each other. Like they weren't romantically engaged, but
Mhm.
they cared about each other more than anyone else in that fucking movie.
You should read the
Got it.
book
She
and
is
see
a
what happens.
I
No.
know.
Body.
I already know. That's why.
She's the best. She wins.
Thank you.
Well,
Sorry, brave girl.
Yeah, she's not bad.
I
like her.
mean, if we're bringing in non-princesses, are we just bringing in any animated girls?
Any
Is
Disney lead.
is
Female.
Aladdin a prince?
Yeah, yes.
He is.
Prince Ali. Da, da,
He is
da,
Fabulous
not a
King
prince.
Ali
He's
Ababa.
a
Ali Ababa.
he's a goddamn street rat, just like Esmeralda. He only
Riff
got
Raff.
his wish to
Street
like.
rat.
Mhm. Hell yeah. Let's
Dude,
get
I was in that
I'll
production.
made a
I was in
wish.
that Aladdin
Jackson
production
Aladdin.
freaking 8 times.
All I'm saying, not self-defense. People can come from fucking low places and make better of themselves. Just saying,
What the hell is this about, Dildo? Is that like a joke or what?
Wow, that's a statement.
Whoa,
Wait,
whoa,
is that
whoa,
an
whoa!
edited image of Esmeralda? She looks darker in that photo than I've ever seen her in like the movie.
I pulled it
Wow,
up. on Google Images.
BMO's judging.
No, it's just it doesn't match with what my mind was for her.
I don't.
You're saying that this
Get outta
tier
here.
list looks
Pretty
wrong
dark.
to you because she's too dark.
I think the
she
tier list was wrong
diversifies
because
the
she's at the
screen.
bottom of C tier, and she
Do you think
belongs
she's
at the top of
D-dark?
S tier. No, at
What?
top of S tier. Top
She's
of
top of
S
S
tier.
tier for me and Gunnar.
I'm listening for
it's
these
the top.
guys. These guys are saying she's too dark. So I don't
That's
know.
what I heard from BMO.
Yeah,
No,
I
she's
got
a
the B
she's
tier.
number one. She is a
See,
banger.
B for
Yeah.
black.
let's go for democracy here. Let's do a vote.
B for black.
Okay.
Is she a gypsy?
I vote
Yeah, she's a
for the
gypsy.
Canadian one. A.
She's a gypsy.
Well, I'd completely dismiss all of your guys' votes except for mine and Galento's. So there's that.
Host rule.
Ugh.
Zach,
Zach-
Zach,
no,
Zach,
No,
it's
Zach,
top of S tier.
Zax is driving. He obviously gets the final say.
So now it's like I feel like this is really DI now. We've got two gingers, and then
No. If it was DEI, we would have Ginger side. Come on, you know better.
so okay. I don't know. She's a gypsy. How do you,
What's wrong with
Yeah,
that? She's hot.
what do you think about? Right, yeah. But
That's
like
it.
it's all a scam, right? She's gonna take your shit.
Look, he's conflicted. I can understand. I can get
It's
it.
a distraction.
In the end. They
will
can't
it?
be
No.
trusted.
Right? That's not. I'm not saying that. Rex said that.
So Rex is just like put her in F because
Oh, yeah.
Gypsy.
Zax has the same tone of like she's hot, but like she has a penis.
Right.
Yeah, that's basically
She
as far
might.
as she's got.
She's a gypsy. You never know what's down there.
Mm.
I don't know any gypsies in real life, so maybe they're great people. I have no idea. We have the best gypsies. No
Okay.
Canadian gypsies at all. Or
So
slavery.
no Canadian gypsies ever, yes?
No.
Okay, let's go over to here. Let's talk now about the adaptations like we actually said.
Okay.
Also, I don't know if they've allowed me to change the background color. Why
You wanna
can't
put
you
this
let
on
me?
your Discord so people know what chicks you like?
Yeah,
Goody.
yeah.
All right.
Oh no, it's not. It's not giving me a background. Can't I change the background, guys? What the hell? Okay. Well, anyway, I wanted to talk about adaptation. So we had the Jungle Book, and then we have the Jungle Book in 2016. Okay.
Yeah. There was another adaptation of the Jungle Book, but it wasn't the Disney's Jungle Book. It was
Mhm.
closer to like the actual story of it.
Tilda.
It wasn't great.
Esmeralda stole your background. Yeah. See?
The what?
Esmeralda stole your background.
No. That explains why it's gone.
So, what do we think about this movie? It's not
The remake, I
trying
liked
to
it.
be. Yeah, I remember liking it, and I liked the take that they had on the what do you call it? The king of the jungle guy, the King
You
Louis.
liked what was that?
Louis.
Christopher Walken or
Yeah.
Willem Dafoe?
It
that
Yeah,
was
it
Walken.
It was
So I
Walken.
thought.
So I actually enjoyed
It
that.
was kind of a dark take on it. It was pretty fun.
Mhm. Yeah, and I also liked that what's the name? It wasn't like a diversity thing for having Scarlett Johansson as the snake. It's because
It's
she
kind of
has such.
diversity.
I didn't feel like it. I thought that it was because she's
No,
just
she-
got a good voice as the snake.
Well,
She
she
is
was in
seductive
Marvel fame
voice.
at that time.
Well, she has a seductive voice, and I feel like that's kind of the vibe they were going for. And
Mhm.
King Louis is the orangutan you were thinking of. The song "I Want to Be Like You" is just fucking iconic. It's goddamn
Yeah.
amazing.
But you know what I
Mhm.
liked about it though is that they didn't redo it. Like they did the same lyrics and whatever, but they go in for a different vibe. So it wasn't like it was the yeah.
Have you heard the cover of that song by That Handsome Devil?
No. Will be
Their
different.
version is called Fire. I'm going to link it to you guys. I'll post a link in
Will we
chat
get
if I
copyright strike?
can.
Oh, yeah.
No. I'm not saying play it, but just
Hmm.
listen to it on your tone. It's fucking amazing.
What did you guys think of Baloo?
Ugh.
I liked him. Not as good as Tailspin, but still pretty good.
Like no, hold on. I don't get that. Sorry, but Zach's did. So
Oh, Tailspin was awesome.
like this
Yeah,
is
it
the
was good.
Christopher Walken one. I loved Shere Khan. He was a good
Who's Shere
villain.
Khan? Was it
Like
Idris Elba?
they didn't
Somebody
really,
was-
who did Christopher Walken
Go
is
back to that. I haven't seen that one since like
Bill
2016.
Murray is Baloo.
That's
Ben-
that is
Idris
that
Elba
fun.
wasn't
Yeah.
wasn't it Idris Elba the no, Nyong'o was the
Shere Khan. Idris
Yeah.
Elba was
What was
Shere
Shere
Khan.
Khan?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
That's a good voice. Yeah.
Bwomp.
King Louis was Christopher
We
Walken.
don't really I love how we just don't give a crap. I don't even know who is the
Eh, some
Lupita.
kid.
Mowgli is
Scarlett
Neil
Johansson.
Sethi.
Uh,
I don't know who that is.
Okay. Christopher Walken. Yeah. Ben Kingsley was the
Bagheera.
Bagheera, yeah. Yeah. I think it was actually you know what, this isn't this, am I correct in saying this was like one of the it started the kind of live action craze.
Yes,
Yep.
it did.
Yeah, it
Sort
started
of.
it, right?
Well, do you count the Glenn Close 101 Dalmatians from the 90s?
No, because
uh,
there's too much time in between. This is 2016. So it's
it-
like a
it
different
feels like
way.
yeah, it was a different era, right? Where
Mm.
it felt like that 101 Dalmatians was almost trying to like capitalize on the era of like Air Bud, whereas this
Oh.
was kind of a new vibe.
It was pre-Air Bud, but I hear what you're saying. They definitely went the Home Alone route, getting John Hughes.
Yeah.
But fair enough. If we're not counting that, then yes, this did start the next phase of it.
Yeah, I feel like that was separate.
It cost $175 million to make, and it made $966 million. It made so much fucking money, and I think it felt fresh at the time because Jungle Book is an older story. It hasn't been remade in at all, as far as I can recall. And this looked good, and because it had a human character, it wasn't as bad as the Lion King does, where it's just animals with no expressions. And it seemed like a livelier depiction of the animals, I think, too.
Yeah, look at
Oh,
this.
it
Like
was
you
good.
still get it. You still get a
Yeah.
lot from him, which is weird. Like you would say, oh no, well let's compare that to Lion King when we go
Well,
Shere
yeah, I
Khan
don't-
versus Lion
right.
King.
And the funny thing is that you can compare this pretty accurately to the Lion King concept art before the movie was finalized. That did use very photorealistic imagery, but also did incorporate a lot of facial movement.
Yeah.
And
Look
that
at
got
the-
ditched in
Look at
the Lion King.
yeah, in Lion King. Look at this.
Like that's a facial expression.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's Baloo. And like,
Right.
yeah, sure, it's got that weird, like, you can see it's very, very photorealistic, but the eyes are very human.
Yep.
And it's got a facial, that's a face. It's not just
Mhm.
That is.
yeah. That
Yeah,
is
they
a face.
incorporated the voice actors for sure. Where it
Yeah.
doesn't feel like they did that with the Lion King.
Yeah, that it's just, and I mean, if we go, okay, so let me just go back to, and let's see what the snake looks like. Jungle Book 2016 snake. It will, what's the name?
Exactly
What's
like
his name?
ScarJo.
Car. There's even a human element of car here.
Yeah.
Look, yeah.
That's what made it good.
Yep.
One of the things that
Oh,
made it
Looks
good.
just like ScarJo.
Yeah.
No, but really, what is it about this that makes
No,
it
for
feel
real.
like it does? Oh no, guys, stop entertaining me. If
It's
if
that
I'm wrong,
the-
I'm wrong.
It's
I
that
think
you
you're right.
have the photo accurate shape of a snake's head, but those
Mhm.
eyes are so much wider than any snake's eyes would be, to the point where it seems like somebody's trying to like stare into your soul almost.
Mhm.
Like it is taking what is the photorealistic representation of the animal and
Mhm.
exaggerating features to make them feel human.
which is what the cartoons initially did. Obviously, way more stylistically. Bye, my baby. Did you like the Jungle Book 2016, my baby? Says yes.
Oh my goodness.
You don't like the cartoon. Why are we married?
Because
what's
you
his
love him
feelings on
very much
Tailspin?
and he loves you.
Neither of us have seen Tailspin, so.
What?
Oh.
You don't even know
Okay.
of Kit Cloud Kicker?
No, I don't know it at all.
Have you ever watched the Rescue Rangers TV show?
No.
You don't know about
dude.
Zipper or Gadget or Monterey Jack?
Guys, I
Wow.
was busy rewatching the same movie over and over, which was Lion King. All of the ones that were in my S tier, basically, that's all I was watching. That was my life.
Kitty, I think that you would absolutely love Gadget for the a totally different reason than a portion
Most of
the
us
internet
loved her
does.
for. Yeah.
Yeah, there's a portion of the internet that loves Gadget for reasons, but I think you'd like her outside of that.
Eyes again,
Yep.
and even a bit of
Ed
lips.
Kingsley.
Yeah.
I also
You see
think
the-
this movie benefited from
Yeah?
having different animals. Like it wasn't just lions.
Yeah.
So it
True,
helped
so
We
you-
had
differentiate
Timon
them.
and Pumbaa, but fair
I think
enough.
there were wolves in the beginning as well.
There
And let's
is.
think, like-
What's her name?
For all the flaws that The Hobbit has, like the fact that Bumble Cumberbund, he got in a mocap suit and got on his hands
Yeah.
and knees to portray Smaug, and it wasn't just attached to his limbs and everything to like capture the walk. They had the mocap attached to his face,
His face,
and did like facial capture for what Smaug would look like on screen. So like you can have something completely inhuman, but give it these human
These-
expressions and behaviors and sell it.
Yeah, because your brain will pick up on that. Your brain is programmed to pick that up.
You may
So,
not have noticed, but your brain did.
Yeah, like this. This is what's the name?
Menacing.
No, it's menacing, but you can actually see the actor in it. You actually
Yeah.
can. Like his teeth as well, the way they've done, like it's like that. You said to AI, hey, because obviously that's what we're doing these days. This was going to happen. It's just like, what would this person look like as a gorilla and whatever? So it's got to maintain certain things. This is Walken's eyes and the mouth, the way that he's like. Obviously, we have to make it bigger, but it's Walken. Like,
Yeah.
and the thing is though, like he's not trying to be exactly like King Louis. King Louis is goofy and whatever, and like jazzy in the original. But then they were like, no, he's got to be quirky, and here's the quirk that we decided to have, which was Walken, which I thought that really works. So this is what I don't know. This is what seems to come through when you put the same spirit through. You go, okay, cool. The we couldn't go all the way goofy the way that we've done it here, right? So we wanted to keep the Shere Khan being menacing. So we made sure we got that. We had to keep Car this way. We had to keep what they did with Louis was make him a huge giant orangutan, like not just a normal one. So that was a big choice. Like we could, I don't know, if this came out today, would people get upset? I think we're a bit more sensitive now. So if this came out today, maybe we would be like, oh, it's so woke because Scarlett Johansson's a girl and it's a snake. Snake, it's Car is a man. And maybe we would get, I don't think anyone would get upset with Walken. Never mind, put him away.
No.
Baloo, it suits
You
him.
get mad at Bill Murray. Come on.
Yeah, how do you get mad at Bill Murray? And I guess the kid we just leave really because it's like you actually, it's not the biggest.
Sorry,
deal. So Jungle Book, I don't know. What are we saying? It's pretty good.
I think it's wonderful.
Yeah.
I enjoyed it.
I think it kind of showed what they could do with live action and the way they could kind of capture some of this. And then it set a high bar that I don't think a lot of them lived up to.
I don't think anything does go past this. Maleficent will be next, I think. if we were doing like tier lists.
Does that
here,
one
but basic-
count? 'Cause,
Yeah,
like,
it doesn't
I
really.
like that
'cause
one.
This is telling
but
the
it seems
same
like
story.
a reimagining.
Yeah, exactly. It's a reimagining, so it has more room. Like this is literally the Jungle Book. The Jungle Book. It makes sense. Okay.
Because I don't hate
what's next?
Cruella, but man, it is not the same story. Like
Oh.
that's not the one that you need to like humanize. It's
I-
such a
yeah.
weird take.
I hate Cruella because
Yeah, that was dumb.
that is not the character to try and humanize. And it's so frustrating
Puppy
that the
killer.
way that they tried to humanize a puppy killer is by saying, but like her mom was killed by dogs. So,
It's
you
a
know,
circle of life.
yeah. Like, I'm sorry. It's the most
She's
shallow.
just evening the scales of justice. Don't worry about it.
It just comes across as like the same trying to be subversive, like, oh, we're gonna take the villain and make them sympathetic and just fucking
That's how
falling-
that's the premise they went with from the beginning.
right. But they fucking fell on their face trying to do it. They didn't know how, and they took the worst character to do it with and gave them the worst motivation for that character. It's like, good job, congrats.
You know what I want to
But they
do
kind
is
of-
some math.
It worked
Yeah.
with Maleficent though. Like they kind of made this like evil character somewhat humanized, and you kind of understood her. It can be done right, but man,
Yeah.
wrong character
They did-
trying to do it. With
They did the
Cruella.
same
Yeah.
thing with Wicked as well. Yeah, like you can do it. You can definitely do this sort of experience where like you can take the villain and make them like recontextualized. But I'm sorry, if you're going to try and recontextualize a puppy murderer, it's like trying to
Yeah.
recontextualize a rapist. Just saying.
Doesn't
Yeah.
work.
But it's
Why
not
not?
a bad performance, and it's an
Oh, guys.
interesting movie. It's just weird.
Does anyone remember this?
Yes, so that's the realistic version of the what is it, Rudyard Kipling book?
Mhm.
They
This
tried to
was in
make like a
1994. Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, I remember that.
Oof.
It was pretty awful.
I don't
know.
remember it. I don't even remember
I
it.
don't
Maybe our
either.
memory hold it.
So it's not
filmed
Disney's
in-
story. It's the original story that Disney's one is based off of. So
Right.
it is live action, but it's based off of the book that the Disney story
Okay.
is based off of.
Okay, so
It's
because
not
I'm using
great.
this
It's
list here
pretty
and
forgettable.
it gives me. So look, we do have 101 Dalmatians because what I wanted to do was write the year of the original, which is 1967, and the year of the adaptation to see if there's maybe there's a bit of a gap helps the certain gap because this was like a perfect one. Ungroup. I'm trying to be scientific. Okay. I'm sorry. I'm managed to nerd things out. Saucy Jack the Ripper musical. But I don't
Oh,
know if you're
nice.
joking or not. I don't know.
Yeah, let's humanize
Bossy
him.
Jack.
Yeah, it was
In
justified. You don't know what the prostitutes did to him.
1967.
Interesting.
So 1967. Do the maths. 2016 minus 1967. Tell me. Somebody. Go, Beamer.
Chat.
49? I don't know. BMO's gone.
Oh shit! Sorry, I didn't even notice. I was too busy working around. Okay, so fine. I've decided it's 49 because you said it.
Yeah, it sounds right to me. We'll see.
Okay, it's 49
Fixing
years.
it, yeah.
Okay. Okay, Alice in Wonderland, which was the original, is well, let me just close all of these other fucking windows so I can pay attention. So, although I suppose, do you want to include the 101 Dalmatians? Yeah, I think we
Esmeralda
should
is
look at
better
it
than
to see how it
101
was
Dalmatians.
done. Hey.
I said
Sorry, you
Esmeralda's
talking?
better than 101 Dalmatians.
Yeah, okay. I go with that. I take Esmeralda.
I think we need to. I think we
Better
actually we
princess.
do need to. We do need to do the Jungle Book. I mean the 1 in 101 Dalmatians because that was accepted, right? I mean
It
that's what you.
was-
Yeah.
People lauded
mean,
Glenn Close's performance as Cruella. It was
Mhm.
kind of the first live take
Yeah.
of one of theirs.
Yeah.
But man, it takes its own cue for the third act. It is nothing like
Mm-hmm.
the movie.
Dalmatian.
I
Animation.
will say that I do
Mhm.
appreciate the Glenn Close Dalmatian movies. for how much they brought in like actual dogs to be like on film as characters, and how consistently they tried to do it. There were plenty of times where like, okay, we have to have CGI dogs here for what we want them to do for their own safety or like literal physical possibility. But every time they could just have regular dogs there, they did. And honestly, man, I'm sorry. I'm tired of this era that we're in where like if a dog shows up on screen, it's like 50% chance it's CGI. If like they're out on a river on a boat, that's 50% chance that the fucking water's CGI.
It's like you
can't just get a boat. You can't just get a boat and film it on a boat. It's going to cost you less than fucking CGIing water.
And everybody's doing that with their dogs. Everyone's doing that with their dogs.
I swear the only reason that Echo had a real dog, I'm stealing this joke from EFAP and I don't fucking care, is because there was a guy on set that was just like, I have a dog that listens well. We can just have him here. I promise. Like, you don't need to like make the CGI dungeons like work harder. We can just bring my dog in. I'll tell him to sit, shake your hand. He does it all right. It's fine.
Let's see how the animals that they had for 101 Dalmatians. Okay, so we have Pongo and Purdy over here. Oh my god! Actually, this is one that I watched a lot because animals. Okay, that's what I did when I was a kid. Just watched animal movies. Where is So they even did the car, guys. 101 Dalmatians, 1996. Okay, done 1996.
Pongo and Perdita are a fantastic example of like a wholesome nuclear family. Like, just being real.
Look what they did. They didn't talk, did they? Like they didn't move them lips.
No.
No, but they did make them talk. Like there were extended scenes of them communicating.
Yeah, but they had voices, but they didn't do their lips.
And the thing that I love about the original design is that both Pongo and Perdita are like masculinized and feminized, but not extremely so. Like you could just look at them and tell who is who, but it's not like, oh my god, we're changing them from being dogs. You know, for sure.
And look, I mean, I guess, can you imagine if you wanted to be proper nitpicky for accuracy, right? You could be like, oh, her ears are supposed to be white. It doesn't work.
These are supposed to be fuller.
For my criticism, it's not that it's not the same as the original. It's that because it's not a differential, you can't tell the dogs apart. Like what? Tell me who's Pongo, who's Perdita.
She can see she's female because she's got
he's
got a more square jaw, snout.
I would say that I could easily be fooled by the dog on the left being a male around 2.5 years old, and the one on the right being a female around 10.
But Panther Sparkles smash.
Smash and pass Cruella, not the dogs. Jesus. This is her face with that question.
Cruella? No, I cannot.
Okay, so are you only talking Glenn Close, or are you also thinking the Cruella movie?
No, I'm talking Cruella. Like, if we're talking about Glenn Close, sure, yeah, fuck it, why not? But like, Cruella, like, again, like, I'm sorry, puppy murder takes you off my like hot list. Just saying.
Right? Yeah,
true.
What if it's pre-puppy murder?
Gotta love these guys.
I'll go all Minority Report on this bitch if it's about puppy murder. I don't care.
I'm just saying.
I can't believe we got a Hugh Laurie in here.
If you tell
before
me you're
we really knew who he was,
puppies, if you tell me you're incentivized to kill puppies, then you know, fucking. And Hugh Laurie was probably the best part of that movie.
Jeff Daniels is pretty good. He
good.
Really does play the owner pretty well.
Yeah, I liked it as well. Okay, so this one was successful, but the thing is, what year was 90? Was it also 67?
I think it was. I cannot remember.
61. It says 1961. So
that sounds right.
1961. Uh,
61 to 96. What is that? 35?
96. That's kind of, yeah, you got to have some decades in there. 1996. Oh, it's 5. And then we've got 61. 1961. Okay, what did you say? How many was it? 30 something?
Was it 96 or 95? I think it's 35.
Hold on. 96. Yeah, it's 96.
Yes,
so it's
35.
35. Okay. 35 years. Okay, so cool. And we're approving, I think. Approved.
Sure.
Yeah, they took a lot of liberties, especially with the third act, but I enjoy it. It might just be nostalgia goggles. I haven't seen it in like over a decade.
Yeah. But it's not egregious, I suppose. And I think that the fact that
I mean,
like it really is campy. I mean, look at Cruella.
It goes pretty Home Alone in the last act, though. Like it was a product of the time. They hired the Home Alone guy to do Home Alone for the third act. But
it's basically how the dogs defeat them, basically.
Yeah.
And like that, they're in goo and things like that. So then there is the other one that's 102 Dalmatians, whatever. I won't add that because it's the same vibes.
I don't think that one holds up, but it's been way too long on that.
But it's also it's a sequel. Now, Alice in Wonderland. I don't know if this counts because Alice in Wonderland, and then you've got Alice Through the Looking Glass, is what it's called.
Isn't that the second one?
Oh, that's the second. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, Through the
Looking Glass.
Glass.
The first one.
Yeah, it is called Alice in Wonderland. Sorry, you're right.
Yeah.
Wait, go back. No, I don't want to sign up for Disney Plus.
Are you sure? You could watch Lady and the Tramp.
Yeah.
That
was an
rabbit
interesting take.
Scary boy.
I feel like even though it's not like a genuine adaptation, like a faithful adaptation to the original, it is still. I feel like I misspoke there. It's not a faithful adaptation. It is a genuine adaptation. It is taking the source material and doing its own thing with it to the same degree that the animated Alice in Wonderland was. Everything that is in the Alice in Wonderland live action remake, for the most part that I can remember, is representative of the book to the same degree that the animated one is. Liberties are taken, obviously, but it's still trying to pull from the same source material.
But isn't it kind of what you want when you give Tim Burton a movie?
Yeah.
It's like you're gonna get a Tim Burton version of whatever.
Yeah.
I'm definitely not even talking shit here. I'm trying to like hype it up as being something that has as much value as the animated one.
I was trying to convince Kidda because she said that she dressed as the Cheshire Cat, but she did not appreciate this movie. So I don't know.
I liked it. Actually, I think I just liked the Cheshire Cat the most. But that's how I was with movies. But I didn't appreciate.
It's a pretty good cat.
I think that's what I was upset about. Is the second one.
So you're telling me that Kitty most appreciated a cat in a movie?
Yeah. You know what? Let me try and look at my Facebook and see if I can find the image of where I was. Oh, fuck. Now I'm going to...
Galente, while she's looking that up, who did you dress as when you went and saw Alice in Wonderland?
I dressed as myself, sadly. Nothing exciting.
Nice.
But no, I think just staying on topic, the most exciting time that I dressed up as anything going out. So Seattle has a thing called Santarchy, and it's a pub crawl.
That's awesome. Hell yeah.
And it's a pub crawl where everybody is encouraged to dress as Santa Claus.
I was going to ask, is it Anarchy and Santa? But
yes,
you've just kind of described it. Hell yeah.
Yes, very much so. And The last year that I participated in the festivities enough to like dress up, I ended up sitting on the curb leaning against a tree that was along the curb, dry heaving into the curb.
Ew.
And yeah, it was bad. And the worst part is that the most memorable point of that for me was that a family walked by. And I remember it specifically because, I like it.
It's not the best of the
Whoa.
photos. It's
I
because
like it.
I was with my cat. My boss did my makeup. I'm trying to look for the other pictures.
That's
that are
terrifying.
better.
It's like the Joker.
But yeah, a family walked by, and I remember that specifically because the small child that was with them, and I'm quoting him verbatim, said, "Mommy, Daddy, what's wrong with that Santa Claus?"
Oh.
And my
You ruined a
soul
child.
shattered. Yeah, my soul shattered inside. So that was the last time I participated in Santarchy.
Aw.
What's wrong with that Santa?
As I'm just like leaning over the curb, dry heaving. Like,
Oh.
yeah.
I'm trying to
Poor
find
kid.
this picture. I'm trying to find the better one where it's actually the whole smile because my boss did my whole face, but I can't find it.
I'm not
Oh,
gonna
well.
lie, the eyes on that one is fitting for Cheshire Cat.
Yeah, you kind of got crazy eyes going.
I mean, I have
Yep.
those. We knew that.
Well, no, you have shark eyes. Those are crazy eyes.
I have.
Yeah.
I have. What do I have? I'm supposed to have serial killer eyes or something.
No, shark eyes.
Oh,
I mean,
I don't have.
same but different.
Why would I only save that picture? It's just me and Ollie. That's Oliver. He's still alive.
Like
Uh,
there's a difference between
But not with
Bruce
you?
the shark from Finding Nemo and then Bruce the shark after he sniffs blood. You know, you have shark
okay,
eyes,
yeah.
and then there's crazy eyes.
Okay. Well, I can't find the other one because literally I had it going like this. The furries would be very happy.
Sorry, Shred Sparkles comment there.
What did she say?
Whoa, what's up with the crazy eyes?
They're crazy. That's all. Apparently he's blue and not purple, so that sucks.
He took some
Yeah.
liberties.
We won stuff at the what do you call it? At the cinema. We won little prizes and whatever because we were best dressed.
Yeah.
hell yeah.
We weren't the only ones. So I think the rabbit is the worst thing here. Look how horrible this is.
He's. I feel like
Bird
he's
mask.
the most basic design that you could have given the white rabbit, and then you gave him demon eyes on top of it.
Yeah, like white rat. Let's get a close up.
Well, they
Okay,
went full Tim
so
Burton.
woof. Well, I guess it's no, that's in Stocklink. Is this really? Okay, this is the picture it gives me, which is it's less haunted in this picture.
Yeah. That.
But
Yeah.
then
But
then there's this
the
one.
blood red eyes are less haunted, really. Oh, it's even worse. Oh my god.
That's, he's been up a few
Yeah.
days.
But I think it's because he's an albino. They've got to do it. That's one ugly rabbit. Yeah, it's not cute. I mean, look how cute he was in the original. He's like, oh.
It's so that disturbing picture is the exact same one that's in this fucking photoshopped
Poster.
amalgamation for the poster.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Yeah.
Which fair enough, he's
This-
under pressure.
And whereas you could be this cute little thing, and he's got red eyes, hey?
Yeah, they're
He's still
bloodshot.
got-
He's also
yeah.
been up for a while.
Yeah, but he's still like woohoo! Oh, he's cute.
So he looks more like tired from having worked 3 days straight, or really fucking
He's run out
stoned
of coffee.
versus.
Why does it have to be exclusive?
Well, I mean, like I said, it could be either. Compared to the new version, where it just looks like demonic possession.
What the hell? The Sorcerer's Apprentice.
So it's literally from like a 2-minute section of Fantasia, the entire movie with Nicolas Cage and the director from National Treasure. They made The Sorcerer's Apprentice. It kind of counts, but at the same time, I would put it in the same thing as like the Maleficent or the Cruella type reimagining.
I think Maleficent is the last one I actually watched and enjoyed. Cinderella,
nice.
I think Cinderella, it looks perfect.
It's worth seeing. They do some really cool things. So that one's Kenneth Branagh. He brings some gravitas to it. Like he's done a whole lot of Shakespeare stuff. But man, his take on Cinderella, it's very pretty. I enjoyed the look of it, and a lot of the actors pull it off quite well.
Yeah. Like the actual Cinderella, in that dress that they put her, in this dress.
Mm-hmm.
That works. It's perfect. So I don't know what the rest of it's like, but the way that they did that dress works for me. I guess that's not a very good enough standard to have. But then so then we had the Jungle Book 2016. Oh, Cinderella was 20. Oh, Maleficent was 2014. So this, why do I feel like Jungle Book?
That's why I thought that Cinderella came out before Jungle Book.
I thought it did
I think
too.
maybe it's the animals. It's the animals, maybe because of the Then they have Alice, then Beauty and the Beast.
I really hated it, but I'm not a huge fan of Kristen Stewart or whoever it was.
The Harry Potter lady.
Yeah.
Hermione. Emma.
Dumbo.
Emma, you're right. She's the other one.
How many of these have you even seen? I don't think I've seen the whole of them. I haven't seen. Okay, so obviously this is Alice Through the Looking Glass. I've seen Beauty and the Beast. Seen it. Did you see Christopher Robin?
No.
Oh no, I have not seen that one. So does that one count? Because it's kind of a reimagining as well, in a weird way. I've heard nothing but good things about it, but I just didn't really care.
There, Christopher
it's
Robin.
Ewan McGregor.
Yee. I don't know. It's a bit uncanny valley with those. Ooh.
Yeah.
With the no.
Never saw it. But maybe it's amazing.
Yeah.
Who knows?
Dumbo. So Dumbo, you get Tim Burton again. It's still in its Tim Burton phase with Disney. You get some really weird and dark version of it, yet in an odd way, it's about a circus that takes other people's IP and then like kind of uses it. It's a weird, like almost mirror to what Disney did at the time, where they're just kind of like absorbing other people's content and then using it themselves. And it's a weird mistreatment of animals story as well.
Okay, that's great.
To me, it doesn't work as well as Alice, but I don't know. That could just be me. Glinte, did you end up seeing Dumbo?
Yeah. Did you see Dumbo?
I did not see the live action.
I didn't even know it came out before Aladdin. I thought this Dumbo was like a couple years ago.
I knew it came out before Aladdin, and I was thinking about like checking it out. But actually, now hold up. Let me think real quick. Yeah. Okay.
I really can't believe Guy Ritchie did Aladdin.
It's got some cool shit to it.
Guy Ritchie.
That was Guy Ritchie?
Dude, Guy Ritchie has done so many things that you wouldn't think are Guy Ritchie.
His take on King Arthur was really weird.
Yeah. I'd also like to highlight the fact that, like, I think Gray mentioned this, like, Lion King being done by Jon Favreau is, like, so disappointing. Especially considering that he had done... Oh, fucking don't even show me that. Anyway,
no, that he did Jungle Book.
Yeah, and it shows the dichotomy between Jon Favreau working on a project that he cares about and one that he got hired by Disney for a lot of money to do.
Yeah, it's only 3 years in between. Like, how do you fuck it up that badly? It was so soulless.
I don't think that it's Jon Favreau in particular that is the source of it becoming soulless. I think he just ended up being brought into the Disney machine on many different projects. And once those projects seemed like they were promising, so all of a sudden Disney's invested. They want it to be a certain way. They want it to have a certain vibe. And therefore, I think after a certain point in time, Jon Favreau just kind of learned to say yes to the Disney producers. You can see the same thing with Mandalorian season 1 compared to Mandalorian season 3. That there's a stark difference in creative integrity between
loss of soul.
Yeah, and I think it's just working for Disney. I don't think it's Jon Favreau being a soulless creator. I think it's just working within a soulless environment. And let's face it, if Jon Favreau had made or if I had made the projects that Jon Favreau had made that made me the money that it made Jon Favreau, and then you get offered to come in and do another project for 3-4 times the money, but we're going to constrain your vision. I mean, I'd be thinking of my future generations, or things that I could genuinely make the world better with that level of money. I'd
why
probably
not?
take it too.
Yeah, take the money.
Yeah, I guess we can't judge that far and be like, oh, please be soulful and love the art so much. It's like, yeah, but if you're just gonna this money over here, fine. There's a lot you'll forgive for that reason. Are we gonna do a garlic? Zach, so you're gonna go?
I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go to bed.
I think I might actually follow Zach's as well.
Yeah, I think we don't have to do
here.
a garlic. There's not that many of us here. So we can sign off. Zach, what's happening? Where are you going? What are you going to be doing this weekend?
Tomorrow I'm going to be on with Nadia talking about Stranger Things, and then Saturday night Circle of Jerks, 10 o'clock. It's going to be fun. We're getting in Hunter J Part 3, and yeah, we're really going deep into that, and I'm bringing back some memories, and it's so much fun. And I'll ask Kitty if she wants to join, and
I wouldn't mind. Yeah.
All
See
right.
if I'm well enough, I'll be there. Yeah.
We'll have Kitty on board, and to get really, I think we could make this Hunter J video in maybe 4 or 5 parts. Last time went.
It was a cliffhanger when you left
it was
us.
a cliffhanger. I did. Yeah.
Really,
yeah. It was a super cliffhanger, but it's all worth it. Trust me, it pays off.
It's so much fun. It's so fascinating. Yeah, so catch that this weekend.
Yes. Thank you for being on. This has been fun.
See ya, Zaxy.
Yeah, have a good one, man.
Gray, what you doing? How's your launch coming?
Yeah, delayed. For some reason, I had a whole bunch of family in town last week, so I had to cart my wife to go see them all. So I didn't get as much work done as I wanted to. So yeah, this is going to be the summer of Gray. Starting next month is when the new show will launch. So yeah, expect it in June. Other than that, yeah, you can catch me on the internet, probably over on Charles's channel. Go over to Charles's channel, YouTube at Willis Greedia. Subscribe, ring the bell. He's about to have his biggest thing of the year. I think I teased it as tomorrow, actually Saturday. But still, check it out. 31 on 31.
See ya.
Yeah.
You don't have to go anywhere, Greg. I mean, we're just saying, Galente, you'll just be Galente.
I will be Galente. For minor updates for me that nobody gives a fuck about, I've been dieting and went down a notch in my belt. And I've been showing a bit more definition and feeling more confident. And on a more dour side, the paid holiday for Memorial Day, that pay got revoked because I got sick the day after. My word
sucks.
Yeah, but
you should be able to do
that.
You were there on the day. Give it the bonus.
And you know what the fucked up thing is that I did? Like, it's a paid holiday, right? But the policy is don't call out after a paid holiday, or you don't get paid for that holiday.
Yeah, because it's like, you took advantage. It's like, but I really was sick.
You know, the fucked up thing is I went into work that day an hour and a half early, was there for an hour before deciding I can't be there any longer, and went home after that. I feel like that's me operating in good
Yeah,
faith.
I think that's yes, I think that's
You
good.
know?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
All right.
It's showing that you weren't just taking a longer weekend. Yeah.
Exactly. But you know, okay, that's enough of my normal person bitching. But yeah.
Guys, I will be continuing the journey through Jordan Peterson's performance in the debate, which isn't the debate.
Oh,
It
yeah.
was the Jubilee surrounded. Yeah, so that's going to happen in a little bit. Look out for the notification. I expect you all to be there and have a nice life. Enjoy the outro music.
Well, boy.
Have a Pocahontas one. Thanks, Dildo. Okay, thanks,
All right.
boy.
We now finish thinking for the week. Our minds can finally rest, reflecting on the questions asked, the ones we put to the test. We'll see you next Thursday, same thinker time, same thinker place. Like and sub if you think we are next. Now it's time to pause to let our thoughts marinate as we bid farewell to this week's debate. So thanks for joining thinkers, for sharing in this class. We've now finished another week. It's time to take a rest.